It's the final month of the regular season and college football begins today in Monroe. This is the Sun Belt Conference on ESPN Plus as Bryant Vincent styling and profiling, getting off the bench as his Warhawks look to remain in contention for a bowl game. Speaking of bowl games, Ricky Rahne and one of the most explosive offenses in college football come to Monroe looking to become bowl eligible. Welcome everybody. Sean Fox joined by former McNeese State All-American Desmond Lightning. And Des, right now if you're ULM, it is a mash unit. It is yet next man up for Coach Bryant Vincent's bunch.
Yeah, essentially every game from here on out for ULM is a playoff game if they're willing to get that bowl game eligibility. And then you got another team that's just flying high right now, number 2 in the division.
They are, and also flying high because they are one of the most explosive teams in college football, led by one of the most explosive quarterbacks in college football. That is Colton Joseph, who has been on an absolute roll. He looks the part. He can beat you with his arms, beat you with his legs. He is third in the country in total offense.
Baller. And then the guy that's going to be tasked with stopping him is ULM's Noah Fleming.
Built in a lab, 6'4", 250. He is a linebacker's linebacker. He is one of many who will have their eyes on number 1 today. They need Noah to have a big game.
Absolutely. He's going to be a dual threat. He's going to have to stop the RPO because Noah will, Colton will take off and run that thing, or he'll go deep with the vertical attack.
Des, it's a contrast of styles. It's the physicality of ULM versus the explosiveness of ODU. We find out what gives here in just a few minutes.
Well, we're going to find out if ULM's physicality can strike first because the defense is going to be on the field first.
Yeah, we get to see Noah Fleming's in our spotlight of players. Noah Fleming going against Colton Joseph as we've got the conference standings heading in today's game. Again, the final month of the regular season begins today.
And absolutely, and you know what? The season is still there to be won for ULM. It's like I said, it's a playoff game, but they just need to win 3 out of 4 to make bowl eligibility.
Jacob Green going to kick off one of the many new kickers, Des. Special teams been an issue for both teams this season. And again, the third phase, you don't know how important it is till it costs you a game.
It's the reason why they call it special teams, and there's a period dedicated to it every practice. But yeah, let's see how this new kicker does.
Jacob Green was not on this roster 3 weeks ago. Neither was Jacob Chambliss 2 weeks ago. Those are the 2 kickers you'll see from ULM. But we get to see Colton Joseph in this ODU offense first. It is a pooch kick brought in at the 31-yard line, so decent field position for Colton Joseph in this offense. Des, coming off 371 yards of total offense last week, threw for 3 touchdowns, but man, is he explosive with his arm. It comes out of there like a rocket, but he could take off with some of the best of them in college football. 3rd in total offense.
And also, top number 1 in the nation in turnovers because that explosive offense will also give it to the other team, in which ULM is going to be looking to take advantage.
It is a high-risk, high-reward offense. They lead the country in total offense, explosive plays, but they also lead the country in turnovers with 19. They will start in the gun. Devin Roche is the back to the left of Colton Joseph. We are underway. ODU 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. He'll put a man in motion. Joseph looking to throw first play. Going deep, shot play, got number 2, Trey Brown open and brought in deep in a ULM field position. So the shot play, again, we talk about leading an explosive offense and explosive plays. They hit one to start the ball game to Trey Brown.
Yeah, and that's going to be credited. RPO look, credit to the offensive line. That was an over route. He had to run all the way across that split safety look to come open.
The leading receiver starts the game with the reception. The give is to the back, Roche, and he gets all the way up to the 26-yard line, so gain of 5 in this ODU offense. They don't waste any time.
So ULM is going to have to get a negative play to get them off schedule and off tempo to have some success. 2
receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Roche still the back to the left of Joseph. He'll put Butler in motion left to right. Give to Roche once again, testing the heart of the ULM defense, and he'll be close to a first down, about a yard short.
And right now, the battle of the trenches is being won by ODU. They take the H-back, bring him across the formation to get a great push back there to get touched until he gets 3.
And they're right back on the football. Joseph to Roche once again, and he is going to be close, but I think he's short. Decision time for ODU. First possession of the ballgame. Jalen Foster makes the tackle for the Warhawks.
Authoritative tackle, and you're going to have solid safety play. Came down and fielded, but they're going to go for it.
No decision time. They got the one says we see 1st and 5, but the sticks say differently.
Oh, it looks like first down.
First down for ODU from the 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Joseph. They'll put Butler in motion again. Joseph looking to throw. Throwed it behind his intended receiver. That was number 6 to Corey Thomas, a native of Walker, Louisiana, back home. Yeah, got a handful of former Louisiana natives here today.
Right, couple, Alexandria, Ruston in the building represented.
Yep. And ODU, you mentioned, and players from Mississippi for a team from Norfolk, Virginia. There's a lot of representation for the Monarchs.
We play ball down here, Sean. But he was expecting that number 6 to sit down in the zone. He kept going across. That's why that ball was behind him.
2nd and 10 for the Monarchs from their 21-yard line of ULM. They'll put Roche in motion. Joseph hit while he threw it. Ball is caught. Short of the first down. That's Gladding coming off a career high in receptions. 8 catches, 105 yards in the win over App State.
And so what's your pressure plan? Right there, Joseph had a pressure plan. ULM brought an overload blitz from the right. He immediately knew what to do with which his hot read was.
Jalen Foster makes the tackle once again. 3rd and short for ODU from the ULM 21-yard line. I think 4-down territory for sure. 3rd and 2 from the 21. Joseph can beat you with his legs, as we talked about in pregame. He'll put Butler in motion. Joseph looking to throw. Got a man open and dropped. Actually, great coverage by ULM. Knocked down, and it'll be 4th and 2. Kelby Holmes knocked it away.
Yep, and Zod Jackson there coming in on the defense.
So that's a win for ULM.
Absolutely. And we talked about ULM's kicking issues. Well, ODU's had their own kicking issues of their own.
Riley Callahan was 1 of 4 from 50 yards this season. Obviously, this one could be a little bit shorter than this. A transfer from Southeastern.
They say he's got a leg. They just don't always know where it's going.
4th and 2. ODU electing to try to get 3 on the board. Callahan from the near hash. No good, not even close. So a win for the Warhawk defense. ODU on the first play hits one of those explosive shots, but the defense, it bends, but it doesn't break. We'll see ULM's offense for the first time tonight when we come back here on ESPN+. Inside Malone Stadium here on ESPN+. Ricky Ronnie got what he wanted, Des. Shot play, 40-yarder to Brown, the 17th play of over 40 yards this year, but Bryant Vincent's defense gets a hold.
Definitely a win, an emotional win early for the Warhawks, and just to highlight that, you know, the other teams having some kicking woes as well. Can they capitalize on the quick turnaround?
Both teams, special teams, not so special so far this season. As you see, Bryant Vincent, his 2nd season at the helm in Monroe. ULM getting their first possession of the ball game, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Aiden Armenta missed last week. Landon Graves got the start against Southern Miss. Armenta was out with injury. He's back in the backfield in the pistol formation. Braylon Bam McReynolds, a transfer from South Alabama. Quick pitch to Bam coming to the near side. Cuts up to the 24-yard line. Good first play for the Warhawks.
Now keep an eye on the way that ODU plays defense. They play with 3 deep safeties. Mario Easterly is their run fitter, but he's got a long way to cover to come downhill. You're going to see him fill that alley late. But if he makes one bad angle, and ULM's going to take one to the house.
Colbreth gets the stop for the Monarchs. Gain of 5 on the first play of the game for the Warhawks. 1 receiver to the near side and 2 to the far. They'll put Nate Sullivan in motion as the H-back. Give to Bam once again, and he is stacked up around the line of scrimmage. A lot of white helmets right there waiting for him.
And if you look at ODU's defense, there's no bones about it. They know this is going to be a downhill game. The safeties and the linebackers are leaning forward, may be susceptible to a shot play early.
May even lost yard. It's 3rd and 6.
But they know they're going to have to stop the run to have success against ULM.
And again, for ULM to be successful, they needed to be 3rd and 4 or shorter. This is not an explosive. This is the exact opposite as far as offensive philosophies, ULM and ODU. Dorian Lewis is checked in at tailback. Man in motion for the Warhawks. That's Jake Godfrey. Armenta looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Got an alley, and he is stopped about 1.5 yards short of the first down. Flying in there to make the stop is, again, I think, number 38.
Seth Natola.
One of the Nautola brothers.
Yes, indeed.
Making the stop short of the first down.
Sounds like one of those Yo-Us is what we call him.
Uso, huh?
Yeah.
Seth Nautola and Koa Nautola.
Yeah, the Polynesian football.
Hey, man, get you a good Polynesian. Those guys can ball. They're either that or good wrestlers. 4th and 1. ULM looking to go for it. Look at this formation. We've seen Michigan do that before. Armenta goes under center. It is going to be close, Dez. From inside your own 30-yard line, that is a tough call for BV's bunch.
It's going to be
Coach Vincent thinks they got it. ODU's defense doesn't think they do.
They tried
aggressive
to do
call.
So what are they going to call the tush push? Is this the Warhawk shove? What is it? I don't know.
We'll see. You're going to give ODU great field position if you didn't get it.
And you hear Coach Vincent yelling, "Get off the field!" It sounds like, because he didn't think they got it either.
Good stop for ODU's defense and an aggressive call early for Coach Vincent.
Well, he knows that Old Dominion is going to score points, so ULM is going to have to put together some scoring drives.
The game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 10 minutes and 34 seconds. 10:34 on the game clock.
You got to push from 3 different guys.
Thank you.
And so they lost the battle of the trenches right there. That battle was won by Old Dominion's defensive line.
So ODU going to be set up with great field position at ULM's 29-yard line.
Yeah.
Again, aggressive play call early.
And people are going to second guess it, but I'm telling you, they had a 4th and short play they've probably been working on all week that they liked, and they just didn't execute it.
Well, you know you're going up against one of the best offenses in college football, so you want to keep that possession away from that offense as long as possible. But it sets up the Monarchs with great field position. We'll see if the Monarchs can make them pay. Joseph looking to throw. Shot play towards the near side, looking for Ja'Cory Thomas. And a flag on the play. Again, that's what you get. You get a turnover, you take a shot on the first play, it pays off with a pass interference.
And the difficulty in that is every play he can hand that ball
off.
Pass
interference. Defense number 22. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The penalty's on Jay Harper, a transfer out of Wisconsin.
So, yeah, out of the quick turnaround, that you got to expect shot play. They got one-on-one coverage, and, you know, he doesn't get his head around and he collides with the receiver.
And Thomas still almost brought that in with one arm. 1st and 10, Monarchs from the 14 of ULM. Still early in the first quarter. Give is to Jones. Picks up 2 on the carry.
And so ULM's doing their part in stopping the run, because when you're playing one of these tempo teams, you can't let them be able to do both. They can't be able to pull the ball and throw it and run. So stop one dimension first.
Actually, that was Catravian Hargrove, otherwise known in Louisiana as Bull, a former Ruston Bearcat just 35 miles down the road from Monroe.
He tried to bull his way into it.
Heck of a high school player. The give to Bull once again, and he's up to the 5, down to the 4, and Bull, welcome back home to the 318. He gets on the scoreboard with a touchdown.
You're almost prophetic highlighting that Bull name. He definitely bulled his way in the end zone, but he was patient. He didn't just bull. He waited and cut back against the grain and drug a safety into the end zone with him.
There's a reason they called him Bull in high school. You saw in that run.
And, you know, in credit to ODU of capitalizing on the quick, that's a turnover. You go for it on 4th down, it's essentially a turnover, and they made him pay.
Bull Hargrove with the touchdown run of 12 yards to give ODU a 6-0 lead. You know, he's got a lot of friends and family in attendance here in Monroe. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. And ODU takes advantage of the turnover for ULM as the Bull back home, 12 yards and a touchdown. And ODU with a 7-0 lead here early on ESPN+. Home inside the 318, Contravian Bull Hargrove from 12 yards out gives ODU an early 7-0 lead. And Des, we talked about high risk, high reward from ODU. Coach Vincent going for the tush push early. It doesn't pay off, and ODU set up with good field position.
And that's a coach that knows he's going to have to get a few fourth down conversions, a few takeaways to have a shot to keep up with this high flying offense.
And you see Coach Vincent speaking to the officials. I don't think he liked the spot on that call on 4th and 1.
It was definitely close, man. And people are going to second guess that, but you know, if you can't get us a yard,
well, when you're playing, I didn't mean to cut you off, Des, but when you're playing a team like ODU, as explosive as they are, I mean, they are we've obviously had to watch a lot of teams this year. They're the funnest team to watch on film we've seen.
Yeah, like you say, high risk, high reward. But yeah, you're going to have to score some points, and if you got a 4th and short situation, ULM's the opposite. They got to take advantage of every single drive they get.
Eichner to kick off for ODU. Back deep, Bam McReynolds and Dorian Lewis for the Warhawks.
What a story, Dorian Lewis.
We'll get to that in just a second. Fair catch called. Yeah, Dorian Lewis did not play football last year. He obviously played for Coach Vincent at New Mexico. Mother got sick, took a year off of football. Mom's better, thank goodness. Thoughts and prayers with her.
Absolutely.
And said, look, he still had the itch to play football. Called Coach Vincent. Coach Vincent said, I've got a spot for you. And he's been a vital part of the ULM offense this season.
And that just speaks to Coach Vincent, how many different places he has deep roots and relationships with still.
7-0 early. ULM with their second possession of the ball game.
Big drive here for the Warhawks.
And Lewis will stay in as the tailback in the pistol behind Armenta. They'll put a man in motion from left to right. Now they put Bibbs in, their wide receiver, in the pistol.
They're going to have to take a shot soon.
They give it to Bibbs, trying to get into him a lot of different ways. Can't make a man miss in the backfield. Good open field tackle by Steiger.
And so, once again, these safeties, I mentioned that they play 3 deep safeties. They expect them to be able to cover ground quick.
Defense number 94 was lined up in the neutral zone.
ULM catches a break. Great open
down.
Field tackle by Steiger. But Jonathan Bibbs, one of the tops in the country in yards after catch. And Coach Vincent talked about being creative to get him the ball in space. That's just a great open field tackle.
And they expect Bibbs to be able to make that guy miss more times than not. So look for them to come back to that.
Steiger 40 tackles on this season. This is a really good tackling secondary for ODU. As Zach Palmer-Smith checks in the ball game for the first time, he is the hammer of this running attack for ULM. He gets it, his first carry up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 5, Des. He's coming off his first 100-yard game of the season last week versus Southern Miss, but a flag on the play.
Late flag coming in. It's going to be interesting. Other than that, it was a well-executed play. They used some motion to try to influence those safeties to flow and then run weak.
Yeah, Zach had 80 yards a game against Troy. Got even better last week with Bam McReynolds nicked up, had 100 yards. But he was one of the best running backs in the FCS last year for Richmond. Put up huge numbers.
Yeah, doing it again here.
After discussion, there is no foul in the play for illegal blindside block. It's second down.
Okay.
So gain of 5 for Palmer-Smith, his first carry of the ball game.
That would have been a drive killer there for the Warhawks. So they're going to be happy to set them up in a second and short, which is, this is, a bonus down. They got the option to take a shot deep or.
That's really what's hurt ULM recently. It's not just penalties, but turnovers, both. I mean, just really struggling. The number of 3rd and longs has killed this team in the losses.
And yeah, when a margin of error that's very small for them, they can't afford it.
2nd and 1. Armenta in the pistol. Got everybody spread out. He'll put a man in motion. That's Nixon. To give to the tailback, Zach Palmer-Smith picks up a big gain up to the 46-yard line. Gain of 12 for Zach Palmer-Smith.
And I have to have it. They got chains moves, but look at this gap that's going to open up in the middle. And credit to Palmer-Smith for having the eyes to squeeze it tight and cut back at the last minute.
And about 3 broken tackles. He is a load, 6 foot 215, native of New Jersey.
Jersey, huh? They don't,
Long way from home.
What if they got seasoning up there?
I'm not touching that one, Des. Jake Godfrey in motion for the Warhawks. Armenta rolls to his right. Ball is caught by J.P. Coulter, 1 yard short of the first down. Good sprint out by Armenta to Coulter.
And so last week with Graves, you saw a lot more of that sprint out, cutting the field in half, getting them moving to kind of try to, make the reads a little simplified. So them being able to have Armenta, he can see the whole field. They don't have to go to that as much. But look for them to run the sprint draw off of that.
Tackle by Zion Frank. He had a career-high 13 last week in the win over App State. Pickup of 8 be 2nd and 2 for the Warhawks inside ODU territory for the first time today.
Rolling down an extra defender on the line.
Palmer-Smith still in there in the pistol. 2nd and 2 for the Warhawks. Looks like a corner blitz is coming. Armenta looking for a shot play. Nothing happening. Good coverage. He'll roll out. He'll take off and pick up the first down, but there's good coverage by that ODU secondary.
Yeah, they were trying to sneak Jake Godfrey up in between those split safeties on the over route. It was not there. Credit to Aiden Armenta for not forcing anything. Sometimes the best passes are the ones you don't take.
But Armenta made something out of nothing and picks up a first down. Just needed 2, got 3, down to the 44-yard line of the Monarchs. ULM looking to tie this thing up. Puts Godfrey in motion. Give to Palmer-Smith once again, right up the middle of the ODU defense, and all the way down to the 38-yard line. A hard run by number 6.
So if you notice on this drive, ULM is having success in the early downs. They're staying ahead of the chain, staying on schedule. Yet they got to be able to run the ball against the 3-down line that look they're getting from ODU. And they are so far.
So far, so good. ULM offense on script. Trying to keep long drives to keep the ball away from that explosive ODU offense. Pick up a 5 for Zach Palmer-Smith.
That is one of their defenses.
No, you're right. Bam McReynolds checks in the game. As a whole, ULM averages 173 yards a ball game. They had 209 last week in the loss to Southern Miss.
Pressure here.
Give to Bam. Great pursuit by the ODU defense.
And that was set up. They ran a Mike Cross blitz. They crossed both. They crossed. He traded responsibilities with the nose guard. And they confused the offensive line a little bit.
Jerome Carter read it the entire way. He leads the team in tackles. Not fooled at all. And right there with him was Mario Easterly. Both safeties, 1 and 2 in tackles, and both, boy, they have a nose for the ball, don't they?
They everywhere.
They're really good, yeah. 3rd and 4 for ULM from the 38 of ODU. Dorian Lewis is checked in at tailback for the Warhawks. Armenta this time sprints to the left. Takes a shot, nothing happening. Again, great coverage by ODU. And Des, it's decision time.
Absolutely.
You obviously don't have a kicker, and right now you're kind of in no man's land to punt it.
You're definitely in a weird situation of the field right here. Coach is definitely going to go for it, it looks like. If he's going to go for it on 4th and 1 from his own 20 or 30, he's going to go for it here. And so that once again, they're kind of setting them up for that sprint draw with the sprint out. They only had 2 wide receiver options in that route combination there.
And they have run the sprint draw successfully this year. 4th and 4 from the ODU 38-yard line. Armenta looking to keep this drive alive. Dorian Lewis goes from the pistol to the right of Lewis. Armenta looking to throw. Slant right at the sticks, a yard short. Again, good job by ODU's defense. Godfrey needed 4, got 3.
But you got to be a veteran receiver with Godfrey to know, just push your route past the sticks. And, credit to the defender of having his alignment to the point where he knew where the sticks were.
Mario Easterly in there once again, as well as David Isles. Again, 2 4th down tries for ULM. Des, both times fall a yard short.
Right now, ODU is playing big in the big spots of the game.
ODU's defense, Des, you gotta. It's kind of skewed because of 2 really bad games versus James Banniston and Marshall. Outside of those 2 games, this has been a good defense, but the numbers in those games not good. But turnovers obviously were a big factor there.
Yeah, they gave up 60 in one of those games. So
Roche in at tailback. Joseph, he'll roll to the right.
he went out of bounds.
Throws, and it is caught by number 2, Trey Brown. But did he reestablish himself? It looks like he did.
He did. Yeah, he ran about 3 yards out of bounds, but you can come back in, reestablish, and catch it.
And you saw Noah Flemings was chasing Colton Joseph. That's a tough job, but that'd have been a catch in the NFL.
And you're going to need from ULM, they're going to be able to have to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside the pocket, he's dangerous.
2nd down and short.
Joseph, that is.
For ODU from the 42-yard line. Joseph to Roche. No, he's going to keep it himself. He'll make one man miss, and when that happens, he's electric 50, 45. There's a flag on the play down to the 30.
He's running sprints for nothing.
It's going to come back. But listen, he makes that first man miss. Good luck.
And as you can tell, it's coming back. It's going to be all for naught.
Yep.
But remove that play. You've seen how explosive and dangerous he can be when he gets out of the pocket.
Offense, number 7, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Gladding on the hold.
Yeah, they try that annexation of Puerto Rico right there.
If you get a hand on him, you better be able to bring him down or at least slow him up. ULM was not able to do either. But luckily, if you're a Warhawk fan, it's coming back because of the hold.
So 2 seconds before that, they're going to run the fake, the play action. His dead feet fooled defenders. They ran right by him.
Yeah, there's the hold. That was pretty obvious. And did he keep his feet? Did a heck of a job keeping his feet in bounds the entire time.
I mean, once again, against Indiana, he had a 75-yard QB run on the first play of the game.
Yeah, you could tell Zy Jackson was held. Going to take back the long touchdown run by Joseph.
He thought he had another one.
Bull Hargrove checked back into the ball game for ODU from their own 40. Joseph taking a shot, looking for Ja'Cory Thomas. In stride, got him 20, 15, down inside the 10-yard line, and another explosive play for ODU.
I mean, it's like pitch and catch. He walked that ball to him. That was like a handoff. You get man coverage. The safety doesn't have time to get over. The RPO holds the safety because it could be a run, and he just drops that thing in there.
In a bucket.
And dropped it in a bucket, and, credit to the receiver. He stacked him. Had a beat.
Gain of 58. That's a 18th explosive play on the season. Joseph took a shot. Didn't matter.
Whoa, he took 2 shots.
Yeah, he's right back up, and it's 1st and goal from the 7 of ULM.
Ja'Cory Thomas on that catch. Impressive.
Weapons galore for this Monarch offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Joseph going to keep it himself. He is going to walk into the end zone. He can throw it. He can run it. And he's given his Monarchs a 2-score lead. Made that one look easy.
And once again, man, all of their offense is set up on reads. That was a power read there. He can give it on the outside run. He pulls it, calls his own number.
Again,
he shouldn't be that big and fast.
Great hole, give it up. But again, this is, I think, needs to be talked about more. Yes, he's awesome. He's explosive. But it's the offensive line. They are one of only 11 offensive lines in the country that have been together that have started every game this year. So they are definitely in sync, and you can see.
credit to you, giving some credit to the big
Well, yes, and also thank the game notes for that.
But yeah, same 6-star, 5-star no lineman, and they have depth with it.
Second and long, doesn't matter. Pitch and catch, ODU out to a big lead, 14-0 here early in Monroe. Inside Malone Stadium, Sean Fox, Desmond Lighton, as you see Colton Joseph getting it done with his arm, getting it done with his legs. The touchdown run gives the Monarchs a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter.
Man, he got quarterback face too. What did they say? He got a
little Jackson Dart-esh.
Yeah, he got the paint on.
It's not
like
a bad
AJ Hawk out there.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
He's too big. Like once again, he's too big to be that fast and strong and accurate with the ball.
He probably played linebacker in high school too. 14-0 Monarchs after the touchdown drive. Jake Godfrey will call for the fair catch. And Des, I hate to say early, ULM goes for it twice, doesn't get it, but kind of feels like the Warhawks need to get some points on this drive.
If they're, once again, I think Coach Vincent knew that already. They knew this offense was going to score points. That's why he was so aggressive early, trying to stay in stride with them.
You definitely don't want to try to match this team in points.
No.
Slow it up. Again, you had the right drive. You had a long drive. You just came away with no points.
But at some point, you got to feel like ULM's going to have to get some takeaways to make up for that.
Best game you could play if you're ULM is keep away. Bam McReynolds checks back into the ball game. Again, he got injured versus Troy on the first possession, gutted it out last week. He'll be on a limited number of snaps. He'll get the first. Nope, actually play action. Good play action pass.
Wow.
Armenta threw it right into the hands of number 6, Zion Frank. And right now, ULM is in trouble. ODU will start inside the 35-yard line. Des, he just did not see Frank. He threw it right to him.
No, he didn't see him dropping right up underneath that pass. Trapped him. It was a read. Could have handed it off.
And that is his first interception of the year. Talk about a good couple weeks. He had a career high in tackles last week versus App State. He gets his first interception on that one.
That was the absolute worst case scenario other than a pick six. And you're going to see, he actually had it was the short hook that he should have threw the ball to. That was his read. Got a little greedy, and man, he paid for it.
And again, 2 turnover on possessions and an interception on the first 3 drives for ULM. Right now in the danger zone with ODU from the 33. Des, do they take a shot on the first play?
Well, that's what the statistics say after quick turnaround on the shot play.
Roche in the backfield. Dawson Johnson, the H-back.
But he's going to read it, though.
Joseph, the quarterback. Gives it off to Roche right up the gut. And he'll get down to the 32-yard line. Or excuse me, the 28-yard line of ULM.
Yeah, he's reading that backer, and if that backer doesn't expand, if he expands, he's going to hand it off.
Harris from Destrehan High School makes the stop after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 from the 28.
And you got to worry about the defense getting winded at this point. They've lived on the field.
Well, the last thing you need after a touchdown is a turnover on the first play.
I ain't got no water yet, Sean.
Joseph from the gun, play action. Takes a shot down the seam. It is caught by Gladding, and he is inside the 5-yard line. And just like that, ODU is knocking on the door once again.
Yep, post out. Post comes open, hits him in stride.
Abdul Rahim Gladding out of Brooklyn. Tackle on the play by Zy Jackson. It's 1st and 3.
And you see Trey Brown.
Joseph, quick throw to Gladding. He'll dive into the end zone. Easy score.
Now that they're going to call offensive pass interference because it looked like,
or it might be a celebration penalty. Yeah. One of the two. I think they threw it. It seemed after he spun the football, but maybe it is.
The ruling on the field is that the ball was caught beyond the line of scrimmage. Pass interference. Offense.
There you go.
Number 2, 15-yard penalty.
So
first down.
A little premature celebration there, but this is going to be huge for ULM to try to force 3 points.
Yeah, can ULM benefit from the touchdown being taken off the board?
Yep, and so they designed that play when you're close. You've seen it's a theme around the league and in the NFL. When they're at the 1 or the 2, they're throwing this route combination. You just start blocking immediately because if the pass happens behind the line of scrimmage, it's legal.
It's falling, catching the football right into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 18-yard line. But with this offense, I don't know if it matters.
That ain't no problem.
Joseph once again from the gun. Gives it to Roche. That time ULM was ready for it. Tackle on the play by Leonard Harris. Again, trying to hold ODU to a field goal attempt.
And once again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but they have got to try to make them one-dimensional.
Much easier said than done. 2nd and goal from the 18. 1 receiver to the near side, 2 to the far side. Roche still the back to the right of Joseph. They'll put Johnson in motion. Joseph looking, still looking. Under all kinds of pressure, but he'll take off. He's just as dangerous, and he'll step inside the 15-yard line. Outside, he'll step out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I'll get there eventually.
That play was made by the pressure because they ran spacing, and he had the look he wanted. He had the route coming open in the seam, but he had to bring his eyes downfield because of the pressure in his face. Well, Noah Fleming right in his face. That'll bring your eyes down.
Our 2 spotlight players right there. Noah Fleming's running Joseph out of bounds. Big play for ULM's defense early. 3rd and goal from the 13. We've gone under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Can the Warhawks D get a stop? Joseph looking, still looking. Had a man open, just put too much on it. Dawson Johnson had broke late, had taken a step on the ULM defender, but one of the rare mistakes from Colton Joseph.
And that is a win. It's a huge win right there to hold him to 3.
He was there.
They try to run the drive route to influence the safety to come down in the shallow route to make a one-on-one for that post with the tight end. He was there.
Yeah, got the look he wanted. And again, good job by the offensive line for ODU to give Joseph the time to survey the defense, but put a little too much on it. Field goal attempt by Eichner to try to give the Monarchs a 3-score lead. Kick is up. That one is good, and they might not get a touchdown, but they do make it a 3-score lead on Eichner's field goal. It is ODU 17, ULM nothing. And Des, I guess if you're ULM, it is a win after the interception to hold ODU to just 3 points.
That's a big 4-point difference. Psychologically, because, you know, if you play NCAA, 3 touchdowns, you passing the sticks.
True.
Early.
True.
So, yeah, that's a win.
So we'll see if ULM can take advantage of holding the Monarchs to 3. But again, 3 possessions for ULM, turnover on downs, and an interception.
It's a tall order. But once again, they're going to have some takeaways right now. This first quarter has seemed to just fly.
Well, and if you're ULM, you need something to get the crowd excited about right now because they haven't had much here early.
Yeah, and imagine this. First quarter, you're down three possessions.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Again, this is a giant hole considering just how good this ODU offense is.
Once again, ODU's offense, they high risk, high reward.
They are.
They have not had a game yet without a turnover.
19 turnover. Yeah, that's every game
so
they've had a turnover.
They're going to get an extra possession at some point.
But this offense also so good, they won a game when they turned it over 4 times against Liberty.
That's a valid point.
Yeah. But ULM needs a score and then get some turnovers.
Yeah. So you know how you eat an elephant?
I'm going to say one small bite at a time.
One small bite at a time. But you know what? Nobody wants to eat an elephant. So that's what ULM has to do right now.
That was a lucky guess on that analogy that you just – that was good. If we have time at some point, you could tell us everything about the ODU Monarchs. You've been studying about the history of ODU. Let's hope we don't get to that point of the game.
If we get to Jeopardy hour, y'all, I got some fun facts for y'all.
Bam McReynolds in the tailback for ULM, down 17. They'll put Godfrey in motion from left to right. Give to Bam right up the middle, and ODU ready for it. Short gain on the play.
And it's just so interesting to see both teams. They know each team knows the recipe for the other team to win, and they're trying to make the other team do something they're not comfortable with. Right there, ODU won that battle. ULM got 2 yards. That's their recipe for success. ULM has to get 4 to 5 yards on first down.
Cole Daniels right in the middle of the defense, 6 foot 300. He's got over 25 family members in attendance. He's from Mississippi.
Really?
Give to Zach Palmer Smith, or McReynolds coming to the near side. He'll get out of bounds at the 32-yard line. We'll make it 3rd and short.
First time you've really been able to see ULM get the edge. Their success has been north and south. Great job on the edge there. Maybe got away with a little bit of a hold. But you know, if you got a kid playing for ODU who plays in Norfolk, Virginia, you get an opportunity to come to Monroe, you coming.
Justin Watts runs him out of bounds. It is 3rd and 3. Well, ULM primarily likes to run a lot of zone read, but because of the injuries up front, Des can't do a lot of it today.
Yeah, you got some new guards in there. You don't have a person that can do an outside zone maybe.
Trinidad's checked back into the ball game up front for ODU. Heavy package for ULM. Give to Zach Palmer Smith, and he is going to be short of a first down by 2 yards.
And he had to make a world-class cut to even get that close. And what does Coach Vincent do here? It's probably going to be a punt.
You would think, but he's got his offense still on the field. I think they'll decide after the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, you got time. Or maybe go with a quick, mush huddle and try to draw offsides, but that's not happening.
To be determined when we come back for the second quarter, but right now it is all ODU Monarchs. Colton Joseph does it with his arms, does it with his legs, and turnovers. ODU's defense. It's all Monarchs here early in Monroe. Back here at ULM, Sean Fox, Desmond Lightning Des, 4th and 2 from their own 33. Coach Vincent keeping his offense once again on the field.
He knows he has to have it, man. And here's another got to have it play.
Nixon in motion. Yeah, they got to have it. Will they just try to draw them off sides? I think that's what they're going to try to do. Because right here, if you don't get it, we could be in scary hours. I know it was Halloween last night. They're going to go for it. Armenta got Nixon wide open. He's got the first down and more out to the 40-yard line, and they had to have it, Des, and everybody expecting a run. Nixon open in the flat. Much needed first down for the Warhawks.
And Julian Nixon has turned into a little bit of a security blanket there. They run the read. Everybody crashes down on the back. Great pass under pressure.
And he had a touchdown run last week versus Southern Miss. They had to have it. Up to the 40-yard line, will keep possession. From the 40 of the Monarchs, Godfrey in motion. Palmer Smith the back. The give is to Zach. Zach coming to the near side. Across midfield. Up to the 44. Down to the 42. Aggressive run by the Hammer. Zach Palmer Smith. Longest play of the game for the Warhawks.
Palmer Smith out there running like a freight train. Reminds me, remember Montreal Connor, my teammate?
Of course.
That's what he ran, like running straight up and down. But you notice a lot of these plays are cutting back weak. And I'm telling you, the safeties have a long way to cover ground to come down and fill those alleys.
Mario Easterly making the stop for ODU, but the biggest play so far for ULM's offense. Again, Zach Palmer Smith been the hot hand in the offense here recently.
He's definitely taking advantage of his opportunity to have extra carries.
Averaging 8 yards per carry in this one. He is the back in the pistol. Palmer Smith once again tries the right side, and another big gain of 6 for ULM up to the 34 of ODU.
And you just feel like ULM got a shot in the arm with going for it and successfully completing that 4th down conversion there. So much emotion is driven in this game of football. I love it.
Well, you really saw the bench and the ULM fans come to life after that aggressive run by Zach Palmer Smith, but they've still got a long way to go to try to catch the Monarchs down 17 as Bam McReynolds checks back into the ballgame. He is ULM's leading rusher coming into the season, or coming into this game this season, 473 yards on the ground. The give to Bam makes one man miss, makes two man miss. Des, he made something out of nothing. That was all on Bam McReynolds to pick up positive yards.
Yeah.
Didn't get much, but he got something.
Yeah, Chris Trinidad was in the backfield immediately.
Read it the whole way.
Yeah, and he doesn't light up the stat sheets, but he draws a lot of double teams for a 3-down line look, and so you see why.
Now Atola had a chance to get him as well. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but it looked like a sure loss for ULM.
And sometimes it's that play won't show up, but they convert here. He made something out of nothing there.
Well, it is easily 4-down territory for ULM.
Check
3rd and 5.
Condensed set.
Yeah, condensed set. Give to Zach Palmer Smith along the right side. Gets it out to the 30-yard line.
Uh-oh, they're saying that they snatched the ball. Oh, no, they're saying they stopped it. It's going to be close again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 4th and short. I think there's no doubt what ULM is going to do.
Yep, they look like they might run a little tempo. They're bringing an extra offensive lineman, a different offensive lineman.
Yeah, David Applewhite checking in. 6'4", 305. He is a load from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina.
That was an interesting play before. They used that condensed set, and they basically ran like wedge with the 3 receivers.
4th and 1. We saw ULM line up like this before they try to tush push. This time they're not going to do the tush push.
Full house.
Usually this is where Hunter Herring gets it, and Zach Palmer Smith, maybe with the extension, picked up the first down. It's going to be close.
Going to depend on the spot and what progress
and
they give.
And a late flag coming in, which could be crucial.
It's going to depend on who that is. There was penetration again there, Sean. Play side. That play was blown up immediately.
On 4th and short, ODU's been outstanding. We'll see what the flag is. Is it after the play?
The result of the play is the runner was stopped short of the line to gain. It's first down, Old Dominion. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Louisiana Monroe, number 1.
Insult to injury.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's 2 bads.
Insult to injury. My goodness. And so far, ODU is, what is it, 3 for what?
1 of 4 for
ULM.
1 of 4.
Yep. However you want to call it. They're doing great on 4th down conversions.
And ULM, one of the better running teams inside the Sun Belt Conference with some 2 well-built backs led by Zach Palmer Smith, but ODU doing a great job of tackling the hammer of ULM's offense. And Des, not only that, you not only stop them, there's a 15-yard penalty after that, and now the Monarchs are set up near midfield.
Once again, insult to injury, but that's the issue with those short yardage plays, and that's why some philosophy is against shotgun on 4th and short, because you give a little bit longer opportunity for penetration to play a part. Can't happen on 4th down.
ODU looking to, I don't want to say put the nail in the coffin in the first half, but definitely give themselves some breathing room from their own 45-yard line. Joseph looking to throw, going down the seam to Hargrove, makes the catch in traffic and dragging defenders down to the 34-yard line. Throw was behind him. Great catch by the Bull.
That was impressive for him to stop in space, flip his hips. He actually was the play action guy in the backfield and just runs right up the seam.
That's a really good catch.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's a really good catch by Bull Hargrove.
That's a great play design.
Happy homecoming for that young man down to the ULM 33-yard line. ULM looking like they're going to send a corner blitz. Give to Hargrove right up the middle.
Oh,
fumble the football.
We knew it was coming.
But did ODU get back on it? They do.
They lead the nation
they do.
in fumbles, not only just turnovers, but specifically.
Is a fumble recovered by the offense.
But specifically in fumbles, they lead
Ball,
the nation in running back fumbles. Oh, he got a great hand on the ball. That was a forced fumble. We knew they were susceptible to come, but hey, he righted his own wrong.
It's that kind of day for
Yeah.
ODU. Jalen Foster knocked it loose, but Hargrove got right back on it. ULM's thinking they fumbled every game. This time they recover it. 2nd and 1 for ODU from the 24 of ULM.
Corner blitz.
Roche in there at tailback. Joseph, fade, Gladding, incomplete.
Got a little hand fighting from both parties. Good no call there from the official.
But I like the call on 2nd and 1.
Try to run the slot fade to space, but great coverage.
Zy Jackson on the coverage. Yeah, 2nd and 1, you take a shot.
Shout out to Zy Jackson. That's a tough task. He had a lot of field to cover there.
3rd and 1. Again, you could probably take a shot again, Des, because you figure they're in 4-down territory.
We're definitely going to give him the option.
Joseph to Roche. He's got the first down, not by much, but just enough to keep the drive alive down to the 22-yard line of ULM.
And that run is set up by the quarterback's mobility because he makes the safety have to honor that he will take off on the outside, so he keeps the guy out of the box.
Inside of 10 minutes here in the first half, it's been all Monarchs, 17-0 here in Monroe. Looking to add to that lead right outside the red zone from the 22 of ULM.
ULM trying to disguise coverage a little bit, rolling late.
Again, two teams who have been good in the past in the red zone but come in struggling today. Give to Roche right up the gut down to the 14-yard line of ULM, a gain of 8.
And that was won by the offensive line. That unit that's been together all season, you see why.
And Des, we saw ODU really, really quick offensively. They still move with tempo. Jalen Foster tackle, but seeming to slow it down just a little bit right now.
Yeah, that's just they got double teams all across the front line, getting a great push, combo into the backers.
2nd and 2. Joseph keeps it himself.
Wow.
Joseph will crawl into the end zone. Nobody even close to him, and Colton Joseph's 2nd touchdown run of the day.
What do you call that dance? They run QB counter. He's got a guard and a tackle pulling the lead for him. The gap opened up. Sean, you might have got a couple yards on that play.
That is the 8th rushing touchdown of the season for Colton Joseph. Special player.
But what was that funky chicken? Was that the funky chicken he was doing?
It's been a minute since I've seen the funky chicken.
Yeah,
Des, why don't you tell us about the Monarch history?
we knew this game. It had the chance of getting out of hand, and so we had to have some fun facts for you.
Look, there's still time, but right now it is all ODU after Colton Joseph, 14-yard touchdown run. But again, credit to that offensive line. Again, if he wanted to, Joseph could have crawled into the end zone. It is the explosive offense of ODU all over ULM early, as you see Bull Hargrove with a tough catch and a strong run. And then Colton Joseph untouched for 14 to give the Monarchs a 24-0 lead here at ULM. starts early, led by Colton Joseph. He got the Jackson Dart eye paint, looking like Jackson Dart out there. 24-0 ODU.
Yeah, he darting around, but something tells me you guys might want to mark him down because he's going to be playing on Sunday.
He's special. But, hey, shout out to the offensive line. Those guys don't get a lot of credit. Barliv, Grant, Joyce, Woodsma, and Dubose Bourne. All guys have started all five have started every game this season. That certainly is a quarterback's best friend.
100%. Once again, I appreciate you giving some credit to the Big Uglies.
ULM, that's what I thought. Well, again, not to take away from Colton Joseph, he's special, but those holes he's running through are massive.
I'll argue this, though.
The receiving team gave a valid fair catch signal. They recovered the ball at the 2-yard line. Therefore, it's dead. Correction, the 1-yard line. It's first down at the spot of recovery.
Well, I'll argue this,
so
though.
Is that at the 1 or is that the...
No, it's a fair catch.
Well, they haven't moved the football from the 1.
Well, he gave him
Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes and 9 seconds, please. 9:09 on the game clock.
Well, they're spotting it at the 1.
They're spotting
Please
it
reset
at the
the play
1.
clock to 25 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if we can't get an explanation on that one. I mean, if he doesn't, I don't. Well, I thought when he gave, we'll see. But Dez gets from bad to worse if you're starting on your own 1-yard line.
So they're saying he didn't give a valid fair catch.
You're calling for a fair catch. You don't get it. The give is to Zach Palmer Smith, and he does enough.
Just gets out
to get out of the end zone, maybe picked up a yard. Goodness gracious, if you're ULM, shooting yourself in the foot on what you think is a fair catch on a kickoff.
But it's the details, man. It's how you do the little things.
So it was an invalid fair catch, and
to the ball.
Tough,
they
tough,
lucky
tough,
that
tough.
it wasn't an onside recovery.
Picked up, yeah, you're right. Pick up a 1. At least good job by Godfrey for picking up the football, but 2nd and 9 for the Warhawks, and that's false start.
Half the distance.
False start.
And Dez,
Offense,
you know, right
number
now
6.
you're down 24-0.
Half the distance to the
Everything's
goal line,
snowballing. You're starting to
second
lose
down.
some concentration. This is, if you're Coach Vincent, I know it's easier said than done. You've got to get your team to get some kind of composure.
Yeah, well, we got our butts beat at McNeese one year by Cal Poly, and when you get in these type of situations, you stop focusing on the macro and you really hone in on the micro. Just one play.
Well, you talked about how do you eat an elephant. Well, you need to at least get something going. Right now, you're down 24, but you're still in the first half.
You need to nibble a little bit. They're gonna have to take a small bite here because you need room for your punter.
Well, luckily you lose about a half a yard on it. 2nd and 9, and
Another false
well,
start.
he can't go anywhere, so
False start.
you could false
Offense
start all
number
day
85.
long. You can only take
Half
to push the
distance
ball
to
back
goal
so
line,
much.
Second down.
And that's when you're gonna need somebody in that huddle to say, "Hey guys, calm down, tighten up," because that's just a lack of focus.
That was Ryland Green, the former West Monroe Rebel.
You hate to see it.
2nd and 9. ODU coming with the pressure. Armenta looking to throw.
Shot.
Takes a shot. Got Trujillo open. Trujillo
What a
makes
catch.
the catch at the 45-yard line. What a catch, what a throw. And ULM, out of the shadow of their end zone, gets close to midfield. That was one of Aid Armenta's best throws this season.
I mean, walk it to him. Walk it to him, Armenta. And how about Coach Vincent for knowing, hey, you know what? We're backed up. They're going to be condensed inside. It's going to be man coverage. Let's throw the big ball up top.
Des, how important is Nick Trujillo to this offense? He missed the first 4 games of the season. He's already 2nd on the team in receptions.
Definitely has turned into the security blanket.
ULM absolutely had to have that play up to their own 45-yard line. The give is to Zach Palmer Smith, who is shot down by about 8 white jerseys and somehow got back to the line of scrimmage.
And so you're going to look for, at some point,
Lynch with the tackle.
Coach Vincent, they haven't really dialed up a shot play on first down just yet, so they're not even honoring it. The safeties are screaming downhill on first down. They know a run's coming.
A lot of white hats around the football. Zach Palmer Smith back to the line of scrimmage. Dorian Lewis checking in at tailback.
And so when you get no yards on first down, it puts you in a tough situation as a play caller, because it's like if you run the ball here, you don't get much. It's 3rd and long.
They put Godfrey in the slot. ULM desperately needing a score. Armenta rolls right, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle on the play by Jeremy Mack. Read it the entire way.
And once again,
That was set up by that first down play. It just really puts you in a bind when you're with this type of offense getting negative yards on first down.
Another tackle for loss. He's one of the tops on the team. In fact, Des, going back all the way back to the Virginia Tech game, the Hokies were threatening to score while it was still a game, and Jeremy Mack knocked the football away, and that pretty much ended the hopes of the Hokies' comeback. That's called film watching, pal.
I see you. You're deep in your bag, man.
3rd and 15 for ULM from their own 40-yard line. Armenta looking to throw. Looking for Godfrey, caught across midfield, but Des, it'll be about 4th and 6. Do you try to pin them deep, or do you do what you've been doing, that's going for it?
Well, I mean, at this point, this is right where they want them for 4th down when you call it midfield.
ULM's 1 of 4 so far on 4th down conversions. But at least on that play, you made it a decision.
That's a great pass, by the way.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. Once again, we're going to focus on the micro.
Gain of 10.
That was great execution.
4th and 4 so far. ULM 1 of 4 on 4th down conversions. Again, if you don't get it, you give ODU the ball at midfield.
So they've been running sprint outs in this situation, cutting the field in half.
4th and 4 coming up from ULM. They'll put Dorian Lewis in motion. Armenta will take off himself. Cannot make a man miss, and another stop on 4th down. Colbreth, shot out of a cannon, makes the open field tackle.
And so they were trying to influence. They had a go ball and an out route, and they did not take the cheese.
Jaleel Colbreth read it the entire way, and ODU gets it back at midfield. Inside Malone Stadium, this just in, Desmond Lighton. Colton Joseph, he's good.
Newsflash, he got that dog in him. He could beat you over the top, stood in the pocket there, got blasted, still walked it to him on a perfect delivery, dropping in the bucket.
Throwing, running.
All of it. And he'll paint your back porch.
I think he's stealing Lex Luger's slogan. He's the total package right now. How about that reference?
It's pretty good, man. We're digging deep. He's having dominion right now over this ULM football team.
When it's 24-0, you got to come up with a 1990 wrestling reference.
Deep cut, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is their first time entering the state, by the way, this school.
They're liking Louisiana so far. Joseph looking to throw once again. Under pressure, doesn't matter to him. Rolls out. He'll get past the line of scrimmage and pick up positive yards.
Still get 5 yards. They were really going for a dagger play there. They were trying to hit the corner. Wasn't open. But yeah, so I got curious. I'm like, Old Dominion, that's the Monarch. That's an interesting name. Where does that come from? It'll come from them being loyalists in Virginia after they deposed the King of England.
Man.
They stayed loyal in Virginia to him.
Did not know this was Jeopardy.
Yeah, you got that.
Gain of 3. The give is to Hargrove, who's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the carry.
So when they, when King Charles II got back into the monarchy, he called them the Old Dominion because they stayed loyal to his father, who got beheaded when they deposed him in England. I didn't know they had an English
Folks, when we
Civil War.
come back, Des will tell you about the history of the Warhawk.
I got you. We did that too.
3rd and 6, Davin Anderson on the tackle. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side.
Okay.
3rd and 6. Can ULM's defense get a stop? Joseph, another shot play looking for Gladding. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play. So ULM's defense gets a stop.
Big stop there. They were trying to hit the dig, and great coverage. Now you're going to get an opportunity to bite into that apple. But yeah, so
We went from an elephant
to an apple. Yeah, we
Okay,
there. We
okay,
taking it.
wow.
So look though, one bite at a time. They just took a bite.
Yep.
So we talked about Old Dominion, right? The Monarchs. Now we have ULM, the Warhawks. Where did that come from? You have the Warhawk bird, that people see. But you forget about the P-40 Warhawk, which is the fighter plane.
And the P-40 is actually here today
Right there.
in the
It's
north
stored.
end zone.
Storied history.
Not the greatest punt. Brought in by Trujillo at the 17-yard line. So you found out about the history of the Monarchs. That's Desmond's specialty. I know this. ODU's up 24-0 here in Malone Stadium. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Desmond, for our friends from ODU watching, tell us about the Warhawk.
Well, it comes from the P-40 Warhawk, flown by General Claire Chenault, a Monroe, Louisiana native who formed a privateer force of volunteers to fight in the Burma theater, who became like a living legend over there in that theater for saving China from the attacking Japanese.
There you go.
And they flew the P-40 Warhawk.
You've learned about the Warhawk.
The Flying Tigers, guys.
You've learned about the Monarchs. Aiden Armenta back to throw. He'll step up, roll out, keeps his eyes downfield, got a man open, caught by Trujillo, and he is up to the 47-yard line. Good throw on the run by Aiden Armenta, but a flag in the backfield.
And I was just about to say, the Warhawks are flying.
Holding. Offense.
And Dez,
Half the distance to the goal line, first down.
theme of the last couple weeks that have been losses, penalties and turnovers. You get a big play, it comes back.
And just a gut punch there.
That's a really good throw by Aiden, too.
And a great catch too, to be able to stop in space, flip his hips.
So you got a 1st and 10 close to midfield. Now you're facing 1st and 19 inside your own 9-yard
They
line.
call them drive killers.
Yep. And when you're down 24-0, you can't have that. Zach Palmer-Smith in the backfield, 1st and 19 for ULM. Julian Nixon will go in motion.
So they lose that element of surprise they had when they were backed up on the goal line and went deep.
Zach Palmer-Smith along the right side, and nothing happening.
Yeah, so they got a big shot in the arm earlier because they were backed up on the 1.5 yard line. The defense is condensed, and they could take that deep shot, and now, they're right back on schedule.
Ricardo Williams from Jackson, Mississippi, just about an hour and 20 minutes from here, makes the stop again. A lot of Ricardo's families in attendance. Again, we've got quite a few kids from Louisiana and Mississippi, which is not far from where we are in Monroe.
Once again, we play ball down here. They up there in Virginia. They play ball in Virginia, but they coming down here to get the Southerners.
A lot of good football in Virginia.
Especially in Norfolk.
Yeah, ODU's got a proud history. Before making the move to Conference USA, and now the Sun Belt, one of the better teams in the FCS.
I got some more ODU trivia for you.
2nd and 19, blitz coming. Armenta got a man wide open and put too much on it.
Yeah, it just
Trujillo had a step, just missed him.
Yeah, he got behind that sink safety, but you got to get that ball up and down before the middle field safety can get over there.
He had beaten Lucas Struck, and now it's 3rd and 19. Armenta would love to have that one back.
And so you're going to see he's going to carry him just in time for that midfield safety to try to get over there. And this ball just kind of floated on him.
So Dez on 3rd and 19. Is it a draw? Is it a screen? It is really tough to overcome 3rd and this far behind the sticks.
You're going to be looking for more matchups here, that you like.
It's going to be a screen to J.P. Coulter. He'll get up to the 16, down to the 18-yard line. Picked up 10, but still well short.
And a flag on the field.
Flag on the far side.
And you got
completely away from the football. We've got an ODU player down, and he's not moving. We'll see what the flag is. More importantly, we hope that ODU defender's okay. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Scary.
Yeah, because
you never want to see something like this.
And you hate to speculate, but
no. And again, I didn't see it. We were looking at the play.
But it was a screen, so there was definitely some collisions going on down there at the bottom.
It's 24-0 ODU, but right now everybody's concern inside Malone Stadium is on the injured Monarch. And again, don't want to speculate anything.
Hopefully he just got his bell wrong, but they're going to, it's going to force a 4th and 11 pending this penalty.
And the flag was on the complete opposite side of the field.
So if that's in the area of holding or something on ULM, they're going to decline that.
Oh, this is great. This is great. He's moving. Yeah. Thank goodness. Scary stuff.
It's a good sign here. So it's probably going to be the end of his evening.
I tell you, Des, now we can say it now they got up, but when I saw him laying there not moving,
I didn't want to say nothing.
You
I wasn't
obviously
going to say
think the worst, but thank God this young man's okay.
Yeah, once again, he had not moved the entire time he was down there. And you feel for his parents watching.
Yeah, everybody who's a parent, your kid plays football, you know these are the things that could happen, but the good news is he's up and moving, but you could see the concern by both teams.
Both teams crowded down there.
Good to see that young man get up. Now we worry about the penalty.
Yeah. Now it's probably going to be on ULM. They'll decline it, which will force a 4th and 11 punt. Pin back here.
Offside.
Defense. And good to see Alessandro up, and thank God walking off the field with just a little bit of help.
And they get a reprieve. They get a reprieve there on both the defender being okay, and also there was an offsides there, so they'll get a second try at 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and shorter.
Our thoughts are with Alessandro's parents, but the good news is he is and his family walking off the field. And ULM, Des gets another opportunity to try to convert a 1st down.
Another bite at the apple.
3rd and 11, ULM from their own 14-yard line. Looking to keep it away from the ODU offense. Dorian Lewis is checked in at tailback. 3rd and 11 from the 14.
Middle of the field.
Sullivan in motion. Armenta, as expected, looking to throw. Rolls out, and he is escaping the pressure. He's got to try to get all the way down to the 28-yard line, not even close, and he takes a big hit on the ODU sideline.
He got punished.
Yeah, that was number 34, Culbreth again. That is the second possession in a row where Armenta looked to take off, and Culbreth said, "Not so fast, my friend," in the words of Lou Corso. I mean, look at him explode to the football.
34.
Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
That's Mario Easterly.
Easterly's
2:18 on the game clock, please. Thank you.
But in they're getting pressure with 3 down linemen up front. It's something to be said.
Again, these are remember me shots by this ODU defense. So once again, ULM will punt deep inside their own territory.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Mackenzie Ryan. Well, actually, we have not seen a lot of Mackenzie Ryan because they've been
going for it, yeah. So ODU with an opportunity to get the ball back. Now ULM did defer to the second half.
How many punts have they had today? Is this their first punt?
I think it is because ULM has gone for it so much.
This is their first punt.
ULM is 1 of 5 on 4th down conversions.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Ryan will be punting.
So that will be 6 possessions. Yeah, this is their first punt.
Yep, this is the first one. I can't remember what happened last drive, let alone if they punted or not. Goodness.
It's a fast-paced game. That's a crazy stat. They don't have to punt until 2 minutes left in the second quarter, which is not for the reasons you think, though.
But down 24-0. Yeah, you'd love to not punt. Usually it's if you're ahead. Ryan will punt, the Australian punter, off the side of his foot, but still a decent punt. Good hop. It doesn't matter how it looks coming off your foot. That's exactly what ULM wanted to happen.
Rugby-style punt, man.
Yeah, got it down to the 41-yard line of ODU.
And that's the benefit of those rugby-style punts is how it comes off the foot. It's hard to predict where it's going to go and the bounce.
Joseph's got 2:08 to work with. Of course, we'll get the 2-minute break coming up just a second.
You know, Mackenzie Ryan famously didn't start playing until late in life, was an air conditioning repairman, licensed HVAC repair guy. Saw his friend playing in Miami, visited him, and said, hey, maybe I'll get this football stuff a try.
Well, listen, if he continues to live in Louisiana, when he's done playing, he can get a lot of work in the summertime with heating and air. Joseph in the gun. All Monarchs here in the first half up 24-0. Can ULM force the turnover? Give is to Roche right up the middle, and ULM was ready for it. Tackled on the play by Marcus Ross. And that'll be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. But right now, ODU in control of this football game. Colton Joseph doing it with his arms, or his arm doing it with his legs, and looking to add more, up 24.
It's ambidextrous.
Inside Malone Stadium, 2 minutes left in the first half. The Warhawk faithful not liking what they've seen so far. It's all ODU looking to add more. Des, great field position from the 43-yard line. That is the super fan for ULM. He's seen a lot, hasn't he, Des?
He's been through a lot. It's been a long journey.
Colton Joseph throws it out to Roche in the flat, makes one man miss. Spin move, hits the circle button, coming back across the field, got some blocks. 50 out at the 44-yard line. That was all on Devin Roche, the native of Baltimore, Maryland. Had nothing, picking up something, and a first down for ODU.
Hey, Roche ran 110 yards on that play.
That's circle button. And into ULM territory with 1:50 left.
Backside, got to stay back home. You got to stay home. You can't over pursue.
Joseph from the 43-yard line of ULM looking like he's going to take a shot. Does to the far sideline. Ball is caught by number 6, Ja'Cory Thomas. Making one man miss, and then he's knocked out of bounds after the first down. Welcome home, Ja'Cory. Again, out of Walker, Louisiana. Had 6 catches last week. Strong game so far here today.
And that's just 707 right there. They run double curl. Ball's released before he even gets out of his break. Perfectly placed.
And ODU on the move once again from the 31 of ULM. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. Plenty of time for this offense. Joseph to Roche. Tackle after a short gain by Billy Pullen. First time we've had a chance to call Billy's name tonight.
People crashing down on the power there.
Timeout.
Timeout ODU
Old Dominion, second
after
charge.
the gain of 4.
30 seconds.
And Des, I mean, that throw Joseph made to Thomas from that hash is a more difficult throw than I think people know.
No, it's a big boy throw. A lot of ground to cover.
Again, set up nicely is ODU to maybe put this thing away, up 24-0 with 1:19 remaining here in the first half. Yeah, they may have only picked up 11, but that is a far throw to make, and you give him that kind of cushion.
Look at this perfect pass pro. Good cushion because they got to worry. Those guys were driving, and they've run all go before. So it looks like all go, but it's really double curl, and he has a perfect pocket to sit in.
There was a little, notice this at the end, there's a little extracurricular activity with Jabari Tiller in really the ODU sideline.
You get a little sensitive if you're down 24-0.
Gain of 2 for the Monarchs, 2nd and 8 from the 29-yard line. Play action for Joseph. Rolls right. Still rolling. He tucks, keeps, and gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So he lost a yard on the play.
He somehow gets out of the pocket, but that's a win there. The pressure, they set up scissors up top, and he was looking for 2. And just didn't have time.
You're looking for Trey Brown. Good coverage by ULM. 3rd and 8 for the Monarchs from the 30-yard line of ULM. Looking to add to this lead before halftime with 1:11 left. Third and 9 from the 30. Joseph gives it off to Roche. Made one man miss, but will not make Billy Pullen. And I said he made Flemings miss. Flemings was holding on for dear life before Pullen came and finished it off.
Yep, and he set that up, just reading it, reacting. So alignment and assignment football. Alignment, where you're supposed to be. Assignment, what are you supposed to do? And then technique, execute.
And ODU keeping their offense on the field on 4th and 9. And a flag on the play, false start for ODU. I still think they're going to keep that offense out there.
Yeah, once again, they've had their own kick and roll, so they don't make it 4th and 15.
Yep.
Weird spot of the field.
4th and 9. Make it 4th and 14.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
But Joseph
10-second
again.
runoff has been declined. By rule, the clock will start on the snap.
See if they take a shot play.
So
ball set up in the middle of the field.
It's a 4-possession game right here. If they can get a stop, ULM is going to get a 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Yeah, they do get the ball back after halftime. Ronnie's offense taking a chance. Joseph steps up in the pocket, throws, got a man wide open, but just missed T.J. Johnson, who may have been just short of the first down. I say wide open. does a difficult throw to make on the run like that, and he sailed the ball over T.J. Johnson's
You said
head.
it before I could. Like, you put a little pressure on it, just make it a more difficult catch because he had a defender in trail position. But if he can set his feet, he's putting that there, and it's a touchdown probably.
Yeah. Good job of stepping in the pocket, but he floated it on T.J.
Yeah.
Johnson, who, again, had a step on David Gotze, but floated the football. And now ULM with an opportunity right before halftime with 39 seconds left to maybe put some points on the board.
And that's why safety's best friend is the defensive line. Because just make them feel you a little bit.
I thought Johnson was going to take off and run with it.
He probably could have.
1st and 10 Warhawks from the 36 with 39 seconds left here before halftime. Armenta will roll out once again, and he is going to be sacked by Seth Noah-Tulla.
Yoos. Noah Tola, man, he looks like, I know
First
it's,
charge, timeout.
everybody says it, but he got the locks like Troy
Louisiana Monroe,
Polamalu,
30
and he's
seconds.
closing like a freight train like Troy Polamalu.
Great wrap up
He's like, you know,
by Noah-Tulla.
he's going to have a Head and Shoulders sponsorship
Please
before he's
reset the
done.
game clock to 30
From
seconds. 30
Newport
seconds on the
News,
game
Virginia,
clock, please.
transfer from James Madison, so familiar with the conference.
Yep, and speaking of James Madison and that storied history in that area.
Thank you.
Fun fact about
here
Old
we go.
Dominion.
Here we go.
Old Dominion actually was an arm of William and Mary.
Was it the child of William and Mary or what? No.
It was an extension campus
Okay.
of William and
How
Mary.
about that? You plan on going to
Yeah.
Jeopardy or something?
I mean, you know,
Talk about a color analyst who studied up on the history.
I love the East Coast and just the whole colonial history and all that. It's the oldest thing. You know, my wife likes to remind me that the United States, they have elementary schools older than our country over there in Croatia.
2nd and 16 for ULM. Armenta steps up once again, will take off. Got a little room to run, and he'll get up to the 39-yard line.
So if our country's not that old, you got to go back to when we were a colony.
Another timeout by ULM.
Second charge,
Would you like to
timeout.
tell us about the history of the 13
Louisiana
original
Monroe.
colonies? Do you have any
30
information
seconds.
on that?
We'll go back before because, you know, Virginia, even, 1600s, that's when they had the English Revolution, English Civil War.
Would you like to tell us about, since we're in Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase?
Well,
You could look that
I
up
can
there
tell you
at the-
about Seward's Folly, where they sent Seward over there to Russia, and he was supposed to make a deal for one little area, but he got such a great deal, he bought he bought Alaska.
Who knew
You know?
people would tune in and not only get a football game, but a history lesson? I know I
And he
didn't.
bought Alaska, and they thought it was a crazy move, but, you know, it turns out that Alaska's got a lot of gold and resources there.
Who knew? I didn't know a lot till this broadcast today. 3rd and 7. This is probably the most educational broadcast I've been a part of.
Brought to
3rd
you
and
by
7.
PBS.
Armenta makes one man miss, but can't make the second man miss. And we'll see if ODU decides to take a timeout. They are content to let the clock run out. Javin Gibson in there makes the stop, and that will be the last play of the half, Des, which was all ODU here in
This
the
is the
first.
end
And
of the
Armenta
second
went
quarter.
down a little bit awkward there. Hopefully he's okay. He's taking some hits.
We knew the offense was good for ODU. Defense looks pretty stout as well for the Monarchs. They are having dominion over ULM here in the first half. Colton Joseph, yeah,
I see that.
he's pretty good.
You're referencing my Dominion
Yeah.
reference from
Yeah.
earlier, too.
And then Zach Palmer-Smith, what really was the highlight for ULM in the first half, a powerful run. And Joseph to the bowl. He's come back inside the 3-1-8, got it inside the end zone, and then one more time, Colton Joseph, he's just showing off. It is all ODU here in the first half, leading the Warhawks 24-0 here on ESPN+. Welcome back inside Malone Stadium, where it is all ODU leading ULM 24-0 as Desmond Lighton, Sean Fox. Des is eating his way through halftime. What's the best thing in the press box today?
Well, I'll tell you what, is watching Sean Fox eat my etouffee is what it is. But no,
well, let's tie it together. ODU feasting here on ULM mistakes here in the first
definitely
half.
having dominion, and I saw it got to bump into some of the coaches there. You can always tell when they have a good first half. They looked a little less. They're not looking stressed, and so they're taking advantage of ULM having to go for it on fourth down because they know they got a high-flying offense, and they've had some short fields. It's been tough.
So ODU obviously dominating the first half on the scoreboard. And statistically, Des, you see 89 rushing yards, 62 for ULM. Big part of that, obviously, Roche, Colton Joseph, Bull Hargrove back. He scores the touchdown. But then passing-wise, Colton Joseph just dropping the ball into the bucket, 180 yards passing in the first half.
But look at the time of possession, 17 minutes. That means ULM has had plenty of drives. They just have stalled for self-inflicted wounds and getting 1 yard, half a yard short, a couple of misfortunate spots, and ODU's made them pay.
Well, ODU hasn't been great on third downs. They're just 2nd of 6. But for ULM, I believe if you add the third down and fourth down conversions, just 1 of 12. That's not good.
So what that shows, if they don't get it on first and second down, it ain't happening. And ODU is not doing as well on third down, but they haven't been placed in a lot of third downs.
Well, and again, the tale of ULM's season here recently, penalties and turnovers. Now, statistically tonight, it's not going well. But when you're constantly, again, let's give an example of play in the first half. ULM gets a big passing play to Nick Trujillo. You're around midfield. You set up a good field position. You get a holding penalty. Well, all of a sudden, now you're facing 3rd and 19 inside the 9. It changes the complexion of the ball game.
Drive killers is what they call them. And so their recipe for success is very, very small. They have to have positive yards on first down. But for them to come back and dig out his hole, they're going to have some takeaways.
It's been a complete effort on both sides of the ball so far for ODU. Doing it on offense, doing it on defense. How does ULM open in the second half? We'll find out here in just a few minutes on ESPN+. Back inside Malone Stadium where you see the P40 called Peep and Weep.
Peep and Weep.
Peep
man,
and
that
Weep.
thing that plane, the P40 might have some bodies on it. Claire Chenault over there
Yeah.
with the Flying Tigers.
Absolutely. Well, go ahead and give us the history of the P40 once again, Des. I'm kidding.
For the viewers that didn't catch it, you know,
Yeah.
it's had a storied
It has.
history here with General Chenault in Monroe, Louisiana.
Well, it is, and it would be historic if ULM could try to find a way to cut back into this lead in the second half. The good news is you do get the ball to start the second half, and we see some highlights. But again, it is a 3-score game right now if you had the 2-point conversions. But the way ODU looked in the first half, that looks like a monumentous task. But that's how they started off the football game, with surprise, surprise, and explosive play.
And then, but guess what? ULM got a big stop, and then they got a missed field goal. They actually could have had more points early.
You see the Bull back
Pulling
home
through.
with a touchdown run.
It's got to feel good to do that
Yep.
in front of a home crowd.
Lee Normenta to Bibbs, and what a great open field tackle by Steiger.
Been super impressed with these safeties.
This was the, well, again, this is one of the best safety groups we've seen so far this season. You see Zach Palmer-Smith, hard yards up through the middle of the ODU offense, or excuse me, defense.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding all day for ULM.
Colton Joseph, again, another explosive play, this time to Brown. You couldn't have handed it off any better than that throw was.
He walked it down to Brown right there.
Then Colton Joseph, like it's nothing, right in the end zone untouched.
Just set up by the vertical attack.
Aiden Armenta did not see the defensive back interception ODU, and that set them up for a field goal.
And, force 3, but, once again, ULM, that's their recipe, keeping it on the ground. And it had some success there, but just not enough to get any momentum.
Again, another run for Colton Joseph, his second. He's got 8 rushing touchdowns this season. Again, highlight of the first half
Big ball.
from their end zone. Nick Trujillo, great throw by Aiden Armenta. At least got him out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Yep, had a little bit of a setback before that to kind of kill that drive.
Good
but
catch by Jake Godfrey. Roche tackled for a loss.
Noah Fleming has had some big-time tackles.
Well,
here
again,
tonight.
our spotlight players have played very well in the first half. Now Noah Tola with the sack on Aiden Armenta. And then another sack for ODU. So Des, as exciting and as good as we've seen about this ODU offense coming in, I've been really impressed with ODU's defense.
Their effect for their safeties being able to come from deep, filling alleys, and their D linemen getting pressure on the quarterback with just 3 of them is impressive.
All right, Des, real quick. ULM, you talked about eating an elephant. How do they do it in the second half?
They're going to have to take some shot plays. They're going to need some takeaways, and they need to have early down success.
ULM down 24. Can they start eating away on that elephant? We'll find out here as the second half gets underway in Monroe on ESPN+. Back inside Malone Stadium as the South End Zone squad hoping to rally the Warhawks back. Down 24-0, Des. Again, we talked about it. The good news is for ULM, your defense late, even though ODU had great field position that could have possibly made it a 4-score game, you did get some stops, which means it's a 3-score game. I know, getting real technical here. And you do get the ball back after halftime. Got to get a score to start the second half.
They've been able to move the ball. They just got to finish drives. It's not an impossible task.
ULM 24-0, trailing ODU. Can they start biting away at that apple, or to Des the elephant? We'll find out here in just a few minutes here inside Malone Stadium. Underway to start the second half. ULM. That was a valid fair catch.
Very
signal.
obvious.
Yeah, very obvious. They'll start the ball with the ball down 24, Des, and you can't come back on one drive, one play, slowly but surely. But you got to imagine the Warhawks need points to start the second half.
You can emotionally come back a little bit. And that fair catch was like when you complain about not having enough seasoning on your fries and they bring it back to you covered in seasoning. That's what that fair catch was.
So Aiden Armenta leading the offense for ULM down 24. Will start from their own 25. Bam McReynolds,
Key first down
the tailback to the left. of Armenta. Gives it to Bibbs, or actually fake to Bibbs on the jet sweep, keeps it himself, and picked up 2 on the carry.
If he's reading that, if that backer expands with the jet sweep motion, he's got a puller inside the lead block for him. Got a little extracurricular on the pile again. Is this going to be on the Warhawks, which would, again, push them?
Shoot themselves in the foot, but don't know. That's right in the middle of the
Pile.
scrum.
But, you know, it's illegal to pull somebody off of a pile, and, you know, that's what it was in the ballpark of.
Well, Des, I know going into the game, Bryant Vincent wanted to get the ball into Jonathan Bibbs' hands. He's only touched the ball 1 time, and it was negated by a penalty. We'll see if they try to get him involved in the second half.
It was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 75, pulling a player off the pile. Half the distance to the goal line. Second down.
And again, you just
This
can't
is his
do
first
that.
Unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
That's
of the
Q
game.
McBroom. And I know he's trying to protect his quarterback, but now you're way behind the sticks. And again, Des, this team's just been shooting themselves in the foot the last couple of weeks.
He was just laying there casually, but, yeah, you just got to be smarter. And he did kind of was making himself a sandwich on top of the quarterback there.
2nd and 21 to give to Zach Palmer-Smith. Nice hole, nice run. Just steamrolling defenders all the way down to the 26-yard line, so he got a healthy portion of it back on that play.
And look, notice he took his time getting up off top of 12 there. That is an authoritative run. He's going to pause, wait, and deliver the boom here. Talk about being the hammer and not the nail.
Running over Jerome Carter, which is not easy to do, makes it 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 9 from their own 26-yard line.
Jerome Carter got to bring a lunch pail. Better bring your feet to that party.
A must-get first down for ULM's offense, down 24 here to start the second half.
Stop feet is dead meat.
Look at you. Man in motion is Jake Godfrey. Armenta under pressure, rolling to his right. Got Godfrey breaking open. Good catch, but well short of the first down. Good coverage on the play by Jeremy Mack.
And that was going to be tough anyway.
It was a good catch, but you're short of the first down.
That was a scramble drill, had to jump out of the pocket. Once again, his read, he only had 2 routes to look for because they're having to keep people in protection. They're still getting pressure.
So you needed a first down. Instead, you're sending Mackenzie Ryan out to punt. Devin Roche will be back to receive for ODU.
But that's just a lot to ask. You know, you get a personal foul. That is a drive killer.
ULM with 6 penalties for 53 yards. Ryan off the side of his foot. Wasn't the prettiest thing. Got a friendly bounce, but been that kind of day for ULM.
That's just how he drew it up.
So ODU up 24 will have possession of the ball for the first time here in the second half when we come back right after this. Back inside Malone Stadium as we get to see Colton Joseph in the Monarch offense for the first time in the second half, up 24-0.
And it's very interesting with a high-flying offense like this. A lot of teams would throttle down and start to kind of grind it out and work on that clock. I'm very interested to see what type of offense they run.
Bull Hargrove, the Ruston, Louisiana native, in at tailback to start the second half for the Monarchs. Good ball on ODU's own 37-yard line, 13:06 remaining here in the second half. Joseph keeps it himself out to the 41-yard line, so gain of 4 on the first carry.
And there you go. Trying to play with power read action.
Noah Flemings makes a stop for ULM.
And we talked about it, but that's the matchup. That's the guy that's going to have to stop that interior QB run.
ODU pretty much all gas, no brakes most of the time. This is considered slowing it up for them somewhat.
Yeah, they're trying to work on the clock a little bit.
Gain of 3 on the carry, 2nd and 7 from the 40.
Taking their time here.
Hargrove remains the tailback to the left of Joseph. Blitz coming from ULM. Joseph lost the foot, nope, brought it back. Flemings with the sack. I thought Joseph bobbled the football. Des faked me out. Just brought it down, and Noah Flemings, again, our spotlight player, makes the sack on Colton Joseph. It is difficult to run him down.
There was some confusion on that play. That is an add-on blitz. He's sitting there mirroring whatever Joseph does, and when he gets a clear read, pulls his trigger, gets sacked. There was some confusion there. The receivers did not take off at the snap of the ball.
Sacked by Noah Flemings on Colton Joseph. Again, it's not easy to run him down. It is 3rd and 14, and the Warhawks defense needs a stop here on this first third down of the second half for ODU. Joseph, as expected, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He dropped. Billy Pullen fumble. I think ULM got on top of it. And again, every game so far this year is actually Tyrese Hopkins who got the sack. Jalen Foster recovered it. Every game this year, ODU has lost a fumble,
Tiller.
And it happened again.
Big play by Tiller coming in there.
Jabari Tiller.
But just so this was all set up by the pressure. Tiller comes in, finishes him up from the side, and that was I had to have it takeaway. There's check that box. That's one of the takeaways that ULM needed, and it's
I think
fortunate.
Jaden Hamlin was the one who came up with it. So Jabari Tiller with the sack.
With one arm knocks that ball out of there.
Jaden Hamlin picks it up.
Got the club action on him, and now quick turnaround. Does ULM take a shot on first down?
Finally, ULM set up with some positive momentum. Can they make ODU pay? Ryland Green in motion. Armenta take a shot downfield. Got a man open down to the 9-yard line is Julian Nixon. It'll be 1st and goal, ULM.
And what a way for Armenta to just be patient, get out of the pocket, and put it on
Officials timeout
Nixon.
for an injured player of the defense.
And Jerome Carter is the injured Monarch. That is the leading tackler for ODU. Luckily, he's already back up.
They got the expansion they needed to hit Nix there. So
ULM forces a turnover, picks up a first down, and faces 1st and goal from the 8-yard line of ODU.
And that's that shot they needed, little shot in the arm. Now they can run a regular offense.
See if ULM can make it a ball game with 11:22 remaining.
And you said it, 3-possession game. If they go for 2, do they go for 2?
I think they do. First, they got to get into the end zone. 1st and goal from the 8. Bam McReynolds picks up 2 on the carry. As we go under 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
But that's just to point out, that shows what a different offense this is for ODU. When they slowed down the tempo, it was a completely different looking offense.
2nd and goal from the 7 for the Warhawks.
So I'm curious if they don't come back out and go back to their regular tempo offense.
Bam McReynolds in the pistol behind Armenta. Now he'll go to the left. They'll send Bibbs in motion. They'll get Bibbs. Floats it out to him, makes 1 man miss, makes 2 man miss, and he'll be tackled inside the 5. Lost the football and goes right back to ODU. Was he down? They say no, in a huge turnover for the Warhawks.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fumble. All turnover plays are reviewable.
We'll see here.
But they send Bibbs on an orbit motion to try to get him the ball in space, and he's just trying to make a play and punched out at that ball.
Punched out.
Yeah. And that's a great play there by by Old Dominion.
That was number 3. Mario Easterly came in and punched that
Another
ball
play
away.
by Easterly.
And ULM had some life, and Easterly knocks it away. And that is a crucial fumble for the Warhawks.
You run some into the athlete called turnover circuit. I want you to notice there was 2 different guys that tried to punch that ball out. That's habit, man. That's technique once they get to the position. Doesn't happen on accident.
So big turnover forced by ODU with ULM their first threatening for points this ball game. And ODU takes it away. What a gut punch for ULM.
Man, Peanut Tillman changed the game.
That is a peanut punch if there ever was one. Give to Roche. Out to the 14-yard line.
It's like
gain of 7.
When you see these DBs closing, or these secondary guys, they're coming down. It looks like a boxing match because they're going to try to secure the tackle with one arm and punch with the next. And they're still going. They're still slowing it down. Old Dominion, that is.
Got a feeling they're going to take a shot here soon. Maybe towards this near side.
Well, they got the spacing.
Nope, we'll give it off to Roche once again. And great read by Canterbury, knocking Roche down in the backfield.
Penetration front side, set that up. And now you got to, real quick, you got another 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Again, Canterbury read it the entire way.
Also Simmons there in the middle, getting a little penetration, making the back stop his feet, which gives your secondary time to come up field.
3rd and 4. Can the Warhawk defense get another stop? Dawson Johnson in motion. Ball caught by number 2, Trey Brown. First down ODU, and they'll keep the drive alive. Good coverage, but good throw and catch.
Yep, and that's just understanding matchups and alignment. He had inside leverage, well, outside leverage, and the slant beat him.
Jair Nestor was all over it, but a good catch by Brown.
Better pass and catch.
Transfer out of Hutchinson Community College. He is ODU's leading receiver coming into this one. Again, now ODU can run more clock. The give for the first time to Traquan Jones, who loses a yard on the play. Tackle on the play by Zy Jackson, and Kelby Holmes in there to make the stop.
Zy Jackson has had a pretty solid tackling night tonight.
Kelby Holmes out of Philadelphia, Mississippi, out of Hines Community College.
And also
loss at 2. 2nd and 12 from their own 24. Joseph looking to throw. Got Brown. Another tough catch, because that was great coverage again by Jaron Esther, but good throw, good catch, and another first down for ODU.
Well, Jaron has inside leverage because he has safety help inside. But if the safety can get over in time, the quarterback makes a better pass. That's what's going on.
You could see why Trey Brown is the leading receiver for ODU. Again, that was another tough catch. Joseph gives it to Jones, who's got a hole near midfield. He picked up another first down right at the sticks up to the 48-yard line.
You got a feeling with offenses like this, your best chance to get them off the field is early in the drive, because now they're starting to
now they're in rhythm. Bernard Harris with the stop. 1st and 10. All right, they say he's just short. 2nd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Initially, it looked like they marked it for a first down.
I couldn't stand 2nd and short to the D-line.
Well, this is, again, maybe you take a shot on this one. 2nd and 1 from the 42-yard line, their own 42. Joseph gives it away to Jones. He'll pick up the first down and get across midfield. He's down at the ULM 46-yard line, and another first down. And ODU just continue to eat clock. Jabari Tiller on the stop.
ULM went to a 3-down lineman look, and they set the string away from the formation.
We didn't see Traquan Jones in the first half. A lot of him. Got a receiver open. It is just off the outstretched hands of Ja'Cory Thomas. Got exactly what they wanted, just too much on it by Joseph.
Ja'Cory Thomas thinking, man, I'm about to get another one. And one of the few misses you see there from Colton.
Again, Des, we didn't see any of Traquan Jones in the first half. The team's leading rusher from their running back position. Colton Joseph is the leading rusher, but we're seeing an awful big dose of him here in this drive.
Yeah. Different mentality on these type of drives once you get the game up a few possessions.
Jones out of Bartow, Florida. 2nd and 10. Joseph to Jones once again, right up the middle. And this time, ULM was ready for him. Kevontae Wells makes the stop in the backfield.
And I love the fight that I'm seeing out of this ULM defense. You know, they know they're going to have to win first down. They're going to try to grind on him. Kevontae Wells stood up to that.
3rd and 10. Joseph looking to throw once again. Poland hits him while he threw it. Looks like that's going to be an incomplete pass, but obviously ULM playing it out in case it was a fumble, but good pressure by Billy Pullen to knock Joseph as soon as he was throwing the football.
Billy Pullen trying to pull that ball out of there. Watch him bend that edge, dip and rip, and just to have Steph from getting out of there. If you're an Old Dominion fan, you hold your breath seeing your quarterback take a lick like that.
Billy Pullen was a preseason all-conference player. He's started to heat up the last few weeks of the season. Dealt with some injuries early. In fact, missed a game versus UTEP, but it's come back strong.
Played through the adversity and is now starting to play himself into shape.
Punt almost blocked. Godfrey lets it go, and it will go out of bounds at the 1-yard line. You can't ask for a better punt by ODU.
And you see the kicker did the putting stance.
Look at Ian Brandt. He's got ULM inside the 1 when they come back. It's all ODU up 24-0 here in Monroe. Plus, where it's ODU 24, ULM nothing. As you see the conference standings, ULM sitting at 3-5 overall, 1-3 in the conference. That one win, the first win over Arkansas State in quite some time this season. And ODU, Des, I don't think anybody's going to catch James Madison, but man, how good has ODU been today?
Best second place team you're going to see.
Yeah. And again, they probably James Madison. They turned the football over a lot that day. ULM needs to go 99 yards, down 24-0. Zach Palmer Smith's checking into the ball game.
It's not even the worst field position they've had tonight.
And all kinds of confusion. Yeah.
The play clock was started shortly after the snap. We're going to redo the play. Please reset the game clock and reset the play clock to 25 seconds. It's first down.
They get a redo. Okay, so they didn't reset the play clock, so they were rushing for no reason.
Whew. Well, where are you going to go? You're on the 1. Take your time.
Mulligan. No worries. But, yeah, this is on the 1, and it is not the worst starting field position of the day for them. To tell you how the game is going.
Well, last time they were in this situation, they hit a big shot play.
But there you go. We're going to back it up.
False start. Offense, number 4. Half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Penalty. You know what's interesting, Des? Some of the struggles this year, and ULM was a real surprise last year. I think Vegas had them at over/under 1.5 wins last year, and they got 5 in Bryant Vincent's first season. They were the least penalized team in the Sun Belt Conference. That has not been the case this year.
Call those type of plays coach killers.
1st and 10-ish. Armenta to Zach Palmer Smith right up the middle. Gives him some breathing room. He's down at the 7-yard line.
And look again. He's trucked number 12 once again. Him and 12
Yeah.
have had a
Well, individually, Palmer might be winning that battle, but overall,
Yeah.
it's been all ODU. Yeah, he definitely trucked him.
and look and Carter's a good player. He's a really good
Very
player.
good player. He's a leading tackler.
Yeah,
on
he's a
this
great
team.
player, and he's in the hole every time. But he's kind of
Clearly not
feeling-
afraid of contact.
yeah, he's feeling the wrath a little bit of Palmer Smith.
Well, Zach Palmer Smith averaging over 5 yards per carry today. But unfortunately, Warhawks need a lot more than that. Need to start hitting some explosives. Armenta, quick pass. Coulter had a step, but might have been tugged, which is why he couldn't complete that catch.
And you see Coach Vincent reacted on the sideline. It's almost like
Pass interference.
finally.
Defense, number 6.
That's on
Automatic
Zion
first down.
Frank, who's coming off his best game last week at 13 tackles, which was a career high.
Yeah, he immediately looked at the line judge like, this has been happening all day.
He's also got an interception earlier today in the first half.
It's been a solid game for him.
Really good secondary for ODU.
We're just their schematics, it requires them to have a good secondary.
Armenta looking to throw once again. Pressured. Will roll to his right, cuts back inside, and picks up positive yardage out to the 21-yard line. Saw that pocket collapse and took off.
And I say that because by the alignment of their safeties, they require them to have to cover a lot of ground and distance and run support, and they're doing it as well as coverage.
Warhawks down 24.
Because they're having to fit an extra gap that's normally done by a linebacker or a defensive lineman.
Pickup of just one for Armenta. He'll sprint out to the right. Good
Did he get a
catch.
foot
J.P.
down?
Coulter
Wow.
got a foot down. Tough catch by Coulter, his first of the ball game, the transfer out of Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
And so they haven't had a lot of luck in the drop back pass game. So let's sprint Aiden out, give him 1 or 2 reads on the go and hit it. Great pass, great catch.
First down, ULM. Keeping the ball out of the hands of ODU, and Dez got to get some points here, down 3 scores. Armenta play action, looking for a shot. Going down to Bibbs, who's got it in stride but cannot hold on to it. Knocked away at the last second by Jerome Carter and
Carter's like,
Davon Isles.
Carter comes down and tried to hit Bibbs on the over route, put it there.
That's really good coverage by Isles.
Isles comes over. Jerome Carter comes over.
Good throw.
Yep.
Bibbs had a step, but better coverage by Isles. First time we've called his name tonight.
And those, you're going to have to do some of those. Just more. Give you guys some more chances.
Well, you need points and need them quick. 2nd and 10 for the Warhawks. Bam McReynolds checks back in the ball game. Armenta slant. Knocked away from Trujillo by Crutchfield for ODU.
And so it's numbers.
Great break on the ball.
Football's numbers and spacing. ULM set the numbers up on the bottom to try to create spacing up top, one-on-one matchup. And it was a better defensive play on the slant.
Yep, I mean, that's just really good coverage by Crutchfield. Transfer from Heritage. Got 20 tackles on the season. Had his first start of the season last week in the win over App State up in Norfolk. 3rd and 10 Warhawks from their own 28. Godfrey in motion left to right, and another penalty.
Pre-snap.
That is the 8th for ULM.
False start. Offense, number 58. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And like you said, you call this a mash unit. A lot of these guys, you got a left tackle playing guard. It's just a different type
Well,
of
but
philosophy.
that one's on Elijah Fisher, one of the most accomplished Warhawks on this team.
I was trying to give him
5th-year
an out.
senior leader, yeah. He's been the anchor of this team for a while. He's been through some tough times in Monroe, but stuck with it. 3rd and forever for ULM. Need to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. 3rd and 15, Armenta. Under all kinds of pressure. Steps up, takes a shot.
Oh, man.
It is not Godfrey. Actually did a good job of playing defense on that one.
He missed him. Had him up the seam. He just sailed it.
Crutchfield was looking for an interception. And Godfrey,
You got to hit those, man.
Yeah.
You hit Godfrey in stride, he's still running.
Crutchfield was waiting for it. And
Yep. It had the look they wanted. They run verticals, and the seams are open in the coverage they were playing. Got to hit him.
Roche sitting on his 37-yard line awaiting the punt from Mackenzie Ryan. Ryan rugby-style punt. Roche lets it go, and it is a ODU hop
You got to get that.
into ULM territory as a number of Warhawks just watch it drop for about 10 yards in the opposite direction. So Old Dominion will start with possession in ULM territory when we come back. Inside Malone Stadium, where ODU leads 24-0, the award-winning ULM Dancers.
What award?
Trying to give. Don't make me lie. I just know they've won. The Hawk Line is renowned.
They are renowned for that.
I know they went to Disney World and won something.
They help.
There you go. As ODU set up great territory at the 44-yard line. Devin Roche. I don't know why that just rolls off the tongue like that. I apologize to ODU faithful. I don't even mean to do it.
What was that about?
I don't know.
Add a little sauce to it.
Colton Joseph looking near side. Ball is good catch by number 2, Trey Brown.
And what I've noticed is they will run out. They have no problem, the receivers running out of bounds, and coming back in and reestablishing. Back shoulder pass on time.
Trey Brown again leading receiver for this team coming into tonight.
Little toe drag swag there.
That's his 6th catch of the ball game.
That's a good catch on Sunday.
Roche in motion. Joseph, QB fake keep, got a man wide open, and they've been known to do that. They had Dawson Johnson wide open going down the seams, but Des, because you have to respect the QB power so much, there's a lot of time Joseph will act like he's going to run the football and then pull that off.
He was trying to take care of him. Say he threw it over the wrong shoulder. He saw the safety coming from that opposite shoulder. He was trying to throw him away from contact.
Which is smart, protecting his guy.
No hospital balls.
We've seen some hospital balls.
Yeah.
That was not one of them. But certainly one they'd like to have back. Joseph he's going to keep it himself, coming towards the near side, out of bounds inside the 30-yard line, knocked out of bounds at the 26. Gain of 7.
And they come back with the very same look, but this time it is actually power. And Noah Fleming, the one time they catch Noah looking inside.
Yep, he still ran him out. 3rd and 4 from the 26 of ULM for Joseph. Got to start to wonder if it's 4-down territory.
It is. Alignment assignment. What's your alignment? Where are you supposed to be? And what's your assignment?
See if ULM can get a stop. Down 24.
Can they do it?
ODU looking to maybe put this thing away. They'll put Roche in motion to the left. Joseph surveys the field, takes a shot. Ball is great. Catch by Dawson Johnson. Down to the 11-yard line of ULM. Again, Des.
That was his 3rd read.
I'm real. Zy Jackson makes a stop. I've been really impressed by the coverage of ULM, but the catches with the coverage by ODU's receivers.
That was his 3rd read. The only way he can work his way through that is an excellent pass protection by the offensive line.
They've started every game. They are a unit in sync. That is a huge advantage for ODU.
He wanted the corner route. It wasn't there.
Roche in motion once again. QB power. That time not much happening, but whistle hadn't blown yet. Got to respect him when he pulls it.
And so he makes you play 11 on 11 football, and that's the issue right there. Get a hat on a hat.
You know, we're praising the quarterback again, and justifiably so. He's incredible, but again, I'm been impressed by these receivers for ODU as well.
Absolutely, and once again, that starting 5 up front.
That's where it starts. 2nd and 6. Man in motion left to right is Gladding. Joseph under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Big sack by ULM for a loss. And Tiller again. And Ross. Tiller and Ross on the sack.
Marcus Ross coming off the edge, and Tiller.
Tiller slowed him up. Ross finished him off. Yep.
Finish him down. But I like how casual he was, because it's hard to really celebrate a sack when you're down like this, but it's a good play.
3rd and 12 for ODU. Really in no hurry. 10 on the play clock. Joseph puts Roche in motion here to the near side. Surveys the field once again. He's going to take off, and he is down inside the 5. He'll dive down to the 4, and he will be just short of a 1st down.
And so a lot of times when you're playing a mobile quarterback, it's tough to run man, because that was a backer on man on the linebacker on the running back, which he had to chase him on the wheel route. So he vacated the middle of the field, and so there's nobody, and everybody's got their back turned in coverage, so he just takes off.
He almost got to the end zone. 4th down for ODU. Still have to run a play before the end of the 4th quarter. You see the power package, heavy for ODU. Can ULM defense get a stop once again? Joseph keeps it himself, and I don't think he got it. I think that's a stop by ULM's defense.
Yeah.
So, Des, despite how bad it's been, ULM's defense, they've bent but have not broken here in the second half. Continue, Flemings and Wells, to give them a chance to keep some kind of life in this ball game.
And we've been very effusive about Colton and ODU in general, but it's for all the numbers they have, it's only 24. I say only 24-0. ULM has had some big-time stops to keep points off the board.
Right now, they're 22 seconds away from pitching a shutout here in the 3rd quarter.
There you go. But the
bad thing is
they're doing a shutout too.
ODU's defense has got a shutout for 3.
And look again, ULM's all backed up again.
Feels like they've started this entire second half inside their own 5-yard line.
What it does.
Armenta from his own end zone. Takes the snap, gives it to Zach Palmer. Smith cuts inside.
Oh, yeah. He's going to try.
He's dragging defenders. Boy, he's fun to watch. Isn't he? Down to the 8-yard line.
It's
Gain
like
of 5.
You see him go into a pile, and at this point you just expect him to come out the other side.
So ULM and ODU play to a standstill in the 3rd quarter, Des, but a long way to go for the Warhawks to come back in this one, down 3 scores to start the 4th quarter.
Need more stops. But you're gonna have to get some points at some point.
ULM needs some explosive plays like that one by Zach Palmer Smith if they're going to get fight their way back into this one, down 24 when we come back here on ESPN Plus. Hawks down 24, but with the football and 92 yards to go to try to get back in this one. Give is to Zach Palmer-Smith, and the right side of that ODU offensive line, or excuse me, defensive line was ready for him, led by Lorenzo McFadden Presley, 6 foot 305, redshirt freshman.
Is he 6'7"?
I still don't get what that is.
I don't.
I hear it all the time.
I have no idea. Somebody asked us to reference it, but ULM.
Well, I don't know what it is. I'm out of touch.
No. ULM tonight has averaged over 5 yards on first down, which is their recipes for success, showing they have been able to move the ball.
But have only been inside the red zone one time tonight.
50 around the 50 has been breaking down.
3rd and 5 for the Warhawks. Armenta looking to throw under pressure, gets it out to Zach Palmer-Smith, needs a block, doesn't get it. Tackle in the play by Mario Easterling.
And this defense.
Oh, and here we go.
Slapped the ref off him. You're lucky he didn't get more than that. And that's, Godfrey, just the frustration is there. I understand. Shout out.
Refs did a good job of getting there.
Getting there, and also being a little patient because he slapped the ref's hand away. Hey, get off me.
That can get you ejected.
That's what I mean. So the ref was very understanding.
After the play was over,
yeah, that's Godfrey
personal
pushing
foul,
from behind.
Took one to the
roughness,
chops.
Offense
Watch
number
this.
2.
He slapped. Okay, he slapped more toward the play.
Downtown.
Okay.
It's 4th down.
Ref was just trying to get him away from the pile, man. Godfrey was about to crash out there.
But now ULM will be punting from their end zone. Going to set ODU up potentially with great field position. In fact, Easterly's going to set up, Roche is going to set up on his 44-yard line.
And people will say that and say, man, that's not a smart play. But it's just so frustrating. You put so much work and so much effort in there to come out and not have a good performance like this.
Ryan, one of his best punts of the game. Roche will get it on the 46. Got a little room up to the 40, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. It's a great starting field position for the Monarchs.
And you know what? It's Knutson. We hadn't said his name a lot.
ODU looking to add to this lead, up 24, starting in ULM field position when we come back. Loving what they've seen so far, Des. 13-49 from punching their ticket to bowl eligibility.
And in a little game inside of a game, as you mentioned off air, they've only had one shutout in program history. Well, in program history.
It's kind of like a no-hitter. You might just jinxed it.
Wow. Well, you know what?
I know. ULM fans don't care. ODU fans might.
You're right. But that's the game you start to play as a defensive player. Like, hey, can you keep that?
Get a shutout?
Can you keep that zero up there?
Colton Joseph from the ULM 38-yard line. The proud and the brave still sticking it out for the Warhawks as they give it to Bull Hargrove. He gets up to the 36-yard line.
And, you know, this Old Dominion program is a very new program.
Yeah, at this level. But, again, they've been very successful before they made the jump to 1A or FBS. Long throw. Good catch. Nope. Incomplete, but a flag on the play. Again, that is a tougher throw than people realize.
Yeah.
Intended receiver.
Offside. Defense, number 92 was lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Trey Brown was the intended receiver.
Yep, joined the CAA in 2011 and then transitioned to FBS shortly afterwards. Ascended quick. They play football in Norfolk, Virginia.
2nd and 3. Joseph to Hargrove. He'll pick up a first down and get inside the 25-yard line. Featuring the Bull returning back to the 3-1-8.
Got to be cool for his family watching, right? I'm sure he's been to a few ULM games as a watcher.
1st and 10 from the 25. Joseph. This time he's going to pull it and keep it himself to the 20. Bounces outside the 15 to the 10. Dives for the end zone. Colton Joseph out of bounds at the 2 before he can get the hat trick.
If you reach, I teach. And that time, he caught the QB person with QB responsibility reaching inside. Alignment and assignment. Your assignment's quarterback trying to do somebody else's job, and he made him pay.
Joseph,
Did he get it?
Yeah,
Nope,
he stepped out of bounds at the 1.
Just stepped out of bounds.
They reward him. Let him keep it. They're going to look at it, but he was out at the 1.
Rolling on the field if the
But
runner
where was
being short of the goal line is
Where
under
was the
video
ball
review.
at in time and space when his foot touched out of bounds?
Let's go to the booth. This one would pretty much put it on ice. Either way, ODU is going to be set up with great field position. They're either going to score or have it inside the 1 yard line.
And it's like, how do you do the little things every time? That player made the correct assignment and alignment every time they run that play. The one time you go inside, he makes you pay.
You see Joseph extending the football.
Not going to be able to tell us from this angle. It's going to need a side angle. Where's that ball at? And so it was called out on the field.
I'm going to guess
It's going to stand.
he's out of bounds,
Yeah.
but they'll be set up at the 1 yard line.
Also,
There's guys who get paid to do this. We're not those guys. This might give us the best look at it.
still, yeah.
After video review, the ruling on the field has been upheld. It's first and
upheld.
goal at the half-yard
There's
line.
no more stand. It's upheld.
Yeah, upheld, yes. But it's at the half yard line. Does Colton Joseph get the hat trick? By the way, this will become to the surprise of no Monarch fans watching. Joseph is the leading rusher. He's got 71 yards rushing today.
And he had a long one called back.
He's got over 300 total yards. There's a reason he's 3rd in the country in total offense. What an awesome player for the Monarchs.
First and goal, Monarchs.
First and goal from the 1. You have to imagine if ODU scores here, Des, you start seeing some backups. They'll put Hargrove in motion, QB power.
They want him to get 3.
The hat trick for Joseph. Makes it look easy. What a day he had. Absolutely lived up to the hype, hadn't he?
Yeah, as advertised. As advertised.
And a backbreaker.
And something tells me he won't be at ODU next year.
Well, look, in the era of the transfer portal, who knows? Well, his knee was down. Do they replay it again?
Well, what was the ball when his knee hit the ground? He's got to break. Did he break the plane?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't think he got it.
You don't think so?
He
I think he crossed
he
the
did.
plane.
He did.
And he's up. Where's that ball?
right.
It's close. It's close. They confirmed it. Upheld it.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Our score with 12-29. The Monarchs with Dominion over Monroe, up 31-0, 12-29 left in this one. Old Dominion up 31-0 here over Bryant Vincent's squad. 12:29 left in this one.
Yeah. And now you're starting to play. Start playing for pride. You start playing for, hey, nobody's shutting us out at home if you're an offensive player.
And Bryant Vincent's not going to use this as an excuse. And first of all, it should take nothing away from ODU. They're an awesome football team that lived up to the hype as far as their explosive offense. And clearly the defense has been great today. But this ODU team, or excuse me, this ULM team, going into this, Des, is an absolute mash unit. There's a lot of guys that they counted on to be starters that just have not been available the last couple of weeks.
Once again, anytime you have to take a backup left tackle and move him to guard.
Well, you're on that and a fifth-string kicker, and last week you were without your first two quarterbacks on the depth chart. It's been that kind of stretch here recently.
It's been a tough one. And still have had pockets of success.
They got their first road non-conference win in 7 years. They beat Arkansas State for the first time in like 16 years this year. But this is still year number 2 of a rebuild for Bryant Vincent.
Yep. And even in games like last week, they were highly competitive for a lot of that game.
Yep.
And, a couple of turnovers here and there. And
well, it's 21-14 to start the third quarter. Defense gets a stop against Southern Miss. Then they muff the punt on the 7-yard line. Southern Miss scores. It's 28-14, and it snowballs after that.
Just like that.
Give to Zach Palmer-Smith, who will run. He's still running hard regardless of the score up to the 30-yard line. Gain of 5.
He just trucked 2 people. Like that, it looked like he's playing Blitz 2000.
Look at you.
Hitting his spear.
Blitz.
My goodness.
A lot of fights back in the day took place over NFL Blitz at my neighborhood, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it was serious. But he's going to.
Shout out Nintendo 64.
Right. PlayStation. So this is not a highlight game overall, but he's got some highlights in this game.
Zach Palmer-Smith was still a real good chance to go over 100 yards. He's got 75 the way he's been running. They'll give it to him once again. He's got the first down and more all the way up to the 42-yard line. That young man running angry. Another first down.
And I'm telling you, these safeties are starting to show up with how they fill in gaps now. Watch how the safety comes down on this. It's like he's like making a business decision. He turns his back now like, hey, I ain't trying to get trucked again.
Dorian Lewis is now checking in a tailback for ULM. Down 31. J.P. Coulter in motion. Armenta, delayed draw to Lewis. Past mid-far, knocked down right at the 49-yard line.
And so, once again, there's always a counter to a play. We've seen him run the sprint out a couple of times today. You had to know at some point that sprint route was coming and they executed.
Get all of ESPN college football all in one place with the all-new ESPN app. Unlock with the ESPN Unlimited plan or log in with your TV provider.
Hey, that's a professional read right there.
Yeah, you see it right there. The all-new ESPN app.
You sound like John Anik, UFC on. Pretty good.
Fake it till you make it, Des. 2nd and 3. Give to Tyrell Reed, bouncing outside. The Arkansas transfer inside the 40, and it's probably coming back. You see that flag thrown in the area of hold.
And that's unfortunate because it looked like it happened behind the play. He already had the edge. And once holding on 2nd down.
Holding. Offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's Caleb Gross, redshirt freshman out of Cropwell, Alabama. Because of injuries, Des really getting some of his first run.
And I mentioned it. If you have a holding call, you want it to be on 1st down. So at least you have an extra down to try to get some of that yardage back.
I don't think you want it at all, but yeah.
Yeah. It's like the lesser of 2 evils, but the 2nd down holding, it's really a killer.
2nd and 13 from back to their own 40. That is the, 10th penalty for ULM today.
At least it happened downfield.
Reed once again, solid run up to the 45-yard line. Yeah, penalties.
Now they bring their
killer. A.J. Ashworth in there to make the stop for the Monarchs.
You're hearing punt alert, and they bring in their 3rd down package.
And Jorian Haynes. As the clock's gone under 10 here in the 4th quarter.
Interesting in that it's 3rd down, but they're going with a 4-down lineman look here. ODU.
3rd and 8 from their own 45-yard line. Armenta sprint out to the right. Looking. Nothing happening. Nothing happening, throws it away. That is great coverage by the secondary of ODU.
Yeah, they run a flood concept, and just there's nothing there at any level.
We'll see Mackenzie Ryan on once again. You'd imagine. Well, no, it looks like
they're
going to keep their offense.
At the 50? You rolling.
At the 45.
Close enough.
Okay, well, I mean, you're down 31.
Yeah.
From the far side hash. 4th and 5 for ULM. Or 4th and 8 from the 45 for ULM. 9:44 left in this one. ULM looking to keep the drive alive. They've got Godfrey in motion. Armenta got some room. He's behind. He was over the line of scrimmage. Ball's caught. 30, 25, 20. I believe that is J.P. Coulter who's got the first down, and I think the Warhawks might have got away with doing this. I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw it, but we'll take it.
Was any part of his body still behind the line?
Brandon Crutchfield making the stop.
But scramble drill.
And J.P. Coulter with his biggest play of the game.
Scramble drill there, but so how far? J.P. Coulter just making himself available.
Keeping the drive alive. Yeah. Bryant Vincent said, we'll take anything we can get. Armenta under pressure. Got to hold on to the football, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, he was trying to get that thing out to Nixon. You know, just toss it over to him.
Forbes in there to make the stop as well.
That was a fake sprint draw.
As Jackson Forrest making the stop as well.
They faked the sprint draw. So they faked the sprint,
I tell you what,
faked the draw.
And Armenta did a good job of holding on to that football.
Almost lost. I think he
strong
wanted
hands.
He wanted to toss it to Nixon right there, but didn't have the arms to do it.
2nd and 21 from the 22 of ODU. Armenta looking to throw once again. This time he's going to try to take off, but Jackson Forrest once again there to make the stop, as well as Cole Daniels and Chris Forbes. And Armenta comes up hobbling again. Missed last week against Southern Miss with an injury.
And he's taking some punishment this game.
Look, you see all kinds of wholesale substitutions for ODU.
Yeah, they bring in a different defensive line on 3rd down.
Yeah, Aiden, you see him grabbing his left ankle.
You hate to see that. They've got 2 plays.
Palmer Smith checks in back at tailback. He'll take the draw, coming to the near side. That might have been a horse collar, but knocked out of bounds at the 20.
And so that call tells you that they knew they had 2 plays to get that first down, so they were just trying to make it a 4th and manageable.
And Colbreth makes the stop for ODU. You've called his name quite a few times tonight. 4th and 14 for ULM. As this one, Des, unless there's a miracle, it's going to go the way of the Monarchs. Their 6th win of the season in another bowl game for this program.
I'm not even thinking about the win. I'm thinking about the shutout.
Yeah, so is the Monarch faithful. Those have been few and far between. Armenta looking for Trujillo, and the shutout remains intact. Had a step, but put too much on it.
The defensive player in me loves to see a shutout. And, you know, that they try to run the fade. He had a step on him, stacked him, and just missed him. You've seen that a couple times tonight. So the shutout remains in place.
It does. And, again, disappointment from the ODU side. You're ecstatic. You've played a complete game, offense, defense, minus the missed field goal. You're going to go to a bowl game once again. I'm still looking. I would love to see them take on Coastal Carolina and Marshall again. I know the scores were one-sided, but I think this is a really good football team. As Quinn Hinkle checks into the ball game for the first time at quarterback for ODU, redshirt freshman out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. He's going to keep it on the quarterback keep, and a flag comes in late.
Downingtown, PA.
For ULM again, I know there's going to be a lot of disappointing people,
Offense number
Warhawk
79.
fans.
10-yard penalty, first down.
Because Warhawk's going to have to run the table against South Alabama, Texas State, and Lafayette to go to a bowl game, which is going to be tough considering you're shorthanded. But it is just year number 2 under Bryant Vincent. They've been besieged by injuries. But I'll tell you what, Des, I do the ULM coaches show every week at one of our local restaurants, J. Papa's, and the optimism is there. I mean, it is standing room only every single week. So Bryant Vincent definitely has the people of Monroe believing in this program.
Well, he's a guy that's easy to get behind as far as, you've heard him speak.
Yeah. Oh, he'll make you run through a wall. Yeah. Give to Bull Hargrove. Nice game for the Bull coming back to Monroe, coming back to North Louisiana.
And I think the people understand it. This is a big big picture project that Coach Vince.
Well, you look at it right now, you're looking at a program that's a little further ahead than ULM is right now. Admirable what they've been able to do. Great facilities in Norfolk. Great fan base. Really good basketball program, too. Actually, baseball has had some success as well.
Well, you know, Justin Verlander is an alumni. Played baseball there.
Watch them back in the days of Conference USA and beat Louisiana Tech in a thriller in the Conference USA Championship in baseball. Obviously now a proud member of the Sun Belt Conference is Marcus Ross. Makes the stop, 3rd and 15 as we go under 6 minutes to go in this one. Dez would be shocked if it's anything but a run.
Yeah, me too. They thinking about that airplane ride.
Hennickel
Flight.
still in at quarterback, as you'd expect. Give to Hargrove once again. Not much happening. Daniel Knutson makes the stop.
Knutson made a great play last year versus James Madison. They still call him James Madison because of that play.
He was what, blocked a field goal?
He took one back, picked up a scoop and score.
Yeah.
Changed that game. But yeah, so
ULM defense gets a stop. Look, if you're ULM, you've only given up 7 points here in the second half. However, down 24 in the first half didn't help much.
yeah, didn't have a lot of room for error.
Punt blocked.
There goes the shutout. Oh my goodness.
You say that. You say that.
Come on, my guy.
Punt is blocked by Drillette.
They're going to mess with him in film study. But look at him. You can see Tyree Hopkins like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look, you got to drop your hips, get on the side of it. It's a stupid score. So we can celebrate.
Jaden Callender picks it up on the 2. There's the ODU faithful is not going to be happy with you.
But look. Look, here you go. Hold on.
But you got to like the fact that the ULM guys still compete.
Still competing hard. And look, just finish the play,
Couldn't
baby.
have asked for a better.
Come on, Callender.
Better opportunity.
Come on, Callender. Hey, look, he's going to remember that play for the rest of his life. I promise. I still remember plays like that messed up. Anyway.
No, you were an All-American. I can't imagine there. Aren't you supposed to be in the ULM Hall of Fame? I mean, the McNeese State Hall of Fame?
Well,
Who do
we
we need to talk to?
I guess they thinking about the plays I didn't make, too, because I still ain't in there.
Julian Nixon in Wildcat. The tight end for ULM, he scored last week versus Southern Miss. ULM trying to prevent the shutout from the 2. Nixon going to keep.
That looked like.
No, he let him go. Might have lost a couple yards on the play.
He definitely lost a couple.
Looked like he was starting to get him with the horse collar, Dud Forbes, but he let him go.
Some heady play by Chris Forbes to just let go of that handle. Anytime you see a guy moving forward and suddenly get pulled backwards, it's because they grabbed the handle.
Nixon like, dang, I needed a second rushing touchdown. Now he's been pulled after the loss on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4. Is that Graves or Armenta in at quarterback? I can't tell. Looks like it's Armenta staying in at quarterback. It is caught, and the shutout is over as Ryland Green, the 5th-year senior from West Monroe, gets into the end zone for the first time this season.
And you know what I like? That's a pride score right there. Look at this, celebrating with his teammates, celebrating, having a little bit of pride. Like, hey, at the very least, you're not going to get shut out at home. And I know that's like a consolation prize, but that's showing that you have some pride about yourself.
31-6 now. Looks like ULM is set up to go for 2.
Fighting, still competing, still out there competing.
It's that former player in you.
It is.
2-point conversion coming for the Warhawks. Touchdown pass, number 9 on the season for Armenta. He'll put Godfrey in motion, sprint right. All kinds of white jerseys to try to get away from Boyd. Did they read that one?
At some point,
you picked the player who got him. Looks like it was Ryan Ramsey. Well, the shutout is over as Ryland Green finds the end zone for the first time today after the punt block by Drillette, but it is still all ODU up 31-6. But Warhawks avoid the shutout. 4 minutes, 15 seconds when we come back here on ESPN+. after ULM scores to make it 31-6. Jacob Green, one of the new kickers for ULM from just down the road in Sterlington, on to attempt an onside kick.
Local product here. Sterlington High to ULM. Fly Warhawk.
Good coverage by ODU.
Yeah, because that was a tricky
I was waiting for that
bounce.
second bounce
Yeah, I thought-
that never came because it was smothered.
Speaking of smothered,
By
ULM
ODU.
kind of got smothered by this offensive attack.
Yeah, they did.
It's a
Yes,
slow
they did.
death.
And that in defensively holding ULM to just 6 points.
So looking forward, one team is securing bowl berth, and the other team still in the bowl hunt, but it's going to be a tall order.
Yeah, ULM's going to have to run the table the rest of the way. 31-6 our score. Hinnkel takes the snap. Well, looking to throw. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. Throws, and it is intercepted. It is intercepted by the Warhawks. That is intercepted for ULM by Cam Canterbury. So still some fight left in this Warhawk bunch.
Still competing to the end.
Hinnkel under pressure. No, we'll see.
Looks like he trapped it.
We'll see.
All turnover plays
The
are
ruling on the
reviewed.
field of an interception by the defense is under video review.
Something tells me it's going to be a quick review, quick turn, and that backup quarterback is going to get a reprieve.
But Warhawks continue to fight.
Yep, and Quinn Hinkle's going to get a second chance.
We think. We think they try to just run out the clock and get out of here.
Well, you want to get some. You want to get your backup guy throwing the ball around a little bit, but you would think that's the other side of that. You want your guy that practices hard, gives you scout team reps to get some live firearms. Because
We'll see.
People think like, oh, they're trying to run a score up, and it's like,
Well, you also look. You're in college. You got to
Yeah.
stop them. And these guys practice hard too. And they want
Exactly.
some reps. (31-6) our score. But again, Coach Vincent's got to love the fight of his kids. Score a touchdown and then potentially a turnover.
I'll say this: they never quit.
No,
There was never a point. Now it got sloppy at times.
only gave up a touchdown in the second half.
Yeah, but they competed to the end.
31-6, waiting for the review.
And I like I like to see Coach Vincent with his guys with a smile on his face. You can find some
All
levity.
right,
in all
Des,
of
tell me
this.
about it. What do you see?
I see the ball touching the ground. But did he have firm control? You can touch the ground, but he can't move. He can't use the ground to aid his catch. You're not going to tell it from that angle. From that front angle, it looked like the ground might have aided him in catching the ball.
If ULM gets the turnover, they'll have it at the 30-yard line. 4:08 left in this one.
Here we go. It's going to be the angle. All right. There's the ball. It moves and then hits the ground and he traps it between them.
Callender or Canterbury would be his first
All right,
interception
here's
of the
a good
season.
shot. Here's a good shot that they're going to be looking at. You see that tip?
31-6.
Does it move when it hits the ground, or does he have firm control?
We would have our longest review of the day
Right now.
right now. But look, these guys, professionals, they want to make sure they get it done. Respect the heck out of them.
It looks like it doesn't move at all when it hit the
Hey,
ground.
look, if it's taking this long, you just keep the call on the field,
Yeah,
right?
Let's stick with it. My gut says it's not a catch, but what do I know?
That's why we're up here. Ruling on the field is an interception. And ULM will be off next week before they welcome in South Alabama for their last home game of the year. We'll see. Again, if ULM has the football, they'll be at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. If it's not, you mentioned ODU with another chance. Des, you got to think, just run the football.
At this point, yeah, you get one shot. You throw a pick,
Yeah.
we're done. You're done taking shots.
Again, I don't know how many folks who are wearing the blue of ODU came from Norfolk, but quite a few players from Louisiana, Mississippi have friends and family here today.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
After video review, the ruling is an incomplete pass. There was no firm control established prior to the ball hitting the ground. It's second down at the previous spot.
So Canterbury will not have his first interception of the season. By the way, Des, I don't know if you know this, but basketball season gets started next week.
You're correct. I know zilch about basketball starting.
ULM has new men's and women's basketball coaches.
You know, shout out to McNeese State, my alma mater. With the recent NCAA success, they're going to get a lot more TV time this year.
Of course, ODU always good men and women's basketball programs. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the ULM 46-yard line. Knocked in the backfield is Markai James. And ULM still some fight in him. That is number 10, Kelby Holmes, with another stop, as we called his name quite a few times.
He's got a couple TFLs tonight. Look at him take on the puller. They got a pulling guard there. He hard joints it
First
or
charge
boxes it,
timeout,
what they call it,
Louisiana
and then makes the
Monroe.
tackle himself.
30
Coach
seconds.
Vincent calls a timeout
You want that ball back
with
get some more snaps.
3:46 left.
Fighting. They playing football.
Again, ULM going to be off next week.
Please reset the game
Before they
clock
play
to
South
3 minutes and
Alabama.
58 seconds. 3:50.
So they'll have some time to self-scout.
For ODU, they'll be off before they take on
Thank you.
Troy. I believe that is a Thursday night game in Norfolk. They finish with Troy at Georgia Southern and Georgia State at home. See if they can roll off 3 wins and finish the season after the night at 9-3. Again, the only loss. I'm gonna go. Look, they blew out Virginia Tech. I want to go to that Indiana game to start. You look what Indiana's done this year. Indiana's a playoff team. That is the closest game anybody has played Indiana and Bloomington all season long.
And they had a turnover that game.
3rd and 12 for the Monarchs. Quinn Hennicle gives it off to James. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
You know,
And ULM will get the football back.
and that's Jerome Simmons. We've said his name a few times on that ULM defensive line.
6'4", 340, a transfer from South Carolina.
He's been playing the power very well at the nose guard position.
Hennicle keeping his offense on the field. 24 on the play clock. Certainly they're in no hurry to snap it.
Trying to see if they can get a few. If they run freeze, if we can get 5 cheap ones.
Under 10 on the play clock.
Good sideline. Mike strikes again.
3rd down and
Get that
10.
man a sandwich,
Yeah,
please.
hey, tell you what, after this broadcast, I
Delay
could
of
use a
game.
sandwich.
Offense. 5-yard
Delay a
penalty.
game and Old
4th
Dominion
down.
will punt.
Dude, that seems like a computer-generated response. You know, like when you're playing like Grand Theft Auto and you walk by somebody, they just got the
Yeah, hey, look.
pre-recorded.
Who doesn't like a sandwich?
What a random time.
4th and 17.
We're in a
And
simulation.
ODU will punt it. That's life. You see the upcoming ULM schedule after being off. They will host South Alabama. That will be senior day. Then it is at Texas State before they move to the Pac-12. And then the Raging Cajuns of Lafayette await down in Lafayette last game of the year. So ULM work to do. They've got to run the table from here on out.
Oh,
And
my goodness.
another time it is down inside the 5 at the 1. That's the second time tonight that's happened for ODU.
So you see Nick Trujillo saying, hey, his feet slid into the end zone. Does that not equal a touchback?
Did he gather it
Before.
Field's been slick today. Again, ULM after this loss to ODU have a week off. Then South Alabama, last home game of the regular season at Texas State in San Marcos, and at Lafayette right after Thanksgiving. ULM will start first one. Des, it feels like they've had the ball this whole second half inside their 5.
This is definitely at least the 4th drive that started here.
Armenta gives it off to Reed, who needs to get out of the end zone. He does, barely.
So remember, 2nd down from here early in the game, they took a shot, and they got about 40.
And Tyrell Reed comes up a little wobbly. I think maybe he's trying to fix his shoe.
Yeah, Weeble's wobbly.
Thank you for that. I can tell you have an infant.
I got you.
15 on the play clock.
Gonna have man coverage, 2 split safeties.
Armenta to Reed once again. Reed with a hole out to the 8-yard line. And that should be the last play before the 2-minute break. Be 3rd and 3 after the gain of 7. And it will. Our last break of the game, all ODU 31-6. We'll put a bow on this broadcast and we come back in Monroe here on ESPN Plus right after this. It's inside Malone Stadium. Warhawks facing a 3rd and 3 from their own 8-yard line. Looking to extend this drive. They'll put a man in motion. That is Cy Stovall. Give is to Reed, who is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage.
Stonewalled indeed by Giles there. Fill that gap in a hurry.
I don't know if
and
ULM
Lorenzo McFadden
bringing the punt. I think they're going to keep. Yeah, they're going to bring the punt team out.
And it looked like he had a gap there at one point, but Lorenzo McFadden Presley Fielded quick, along with guys.
Roche back deep to receive for Old Dominion. Ryan gets it off. I think we're going to have a roughing the punter. Ryan hitting the end zone. Either way, roughing or running into it will be a first down for ULM.
So the drive lives.
Running
McKenzie
into
took
the
one for the
kicker.
team.
As
Defense.
does the game, yeah.
5-yard penalty, first down.
As does the game. Yes, indeed. Little Freudian slip there.
Yeah, a little running into.
Maybe more like bumping into, but good job by
I mean,
McKenzie.
it wasn't anything like terrible, but enough to draw a flag.
And that's McKenzie being heady enough to settle it a little bit.
So you'll have 1st and 10. I sound like Al Michaels. At the 13-yard line. Landon Graves is checking in. He started his first game, redshirt sophomore from Monroe, went to OCS High School, one of the most successful programs in the state. He started the game versus Southern Miss last week.
So is he going to chunk it around now?
Led him to a touchdown on the first drive. He's going to pull it, throw it, got a man open. That is his tight end.
Out of bounds.
That's a new number. He's going deep into the depth chart today. Cooper Aldridge with the catch. First of his career at ULM. Out of Riverfield Academy in Rayville. A little MAIS action.
I like that. They play
Small
7-man?
school to small school. No, they play 11. But there are some 8-man MAIS schools.
Well, congrats to that young man on his first
catch, yeah, by Cooper.
And I just didn't, I didn't think you would bring in Graves unless you planned on maybe throwing the ball a little bit.
38 seconds left in the ball game. That's a moment Cooper will always remember.
For sure.
But this one will belong to the Monarchs. This will probably be our last play of the ball game. Give to Reed coming to the near side. Tackled at the 31-yard line. Tyrell Reed. Tackled by A.J. Ashworth. And that will be the final play of the ball game. Des, impressive performance by the Monarchs.
Yeah, just a comprehensive win by them to come down here. First time to come in this state, riding high, and even survive the turnover, early.
They turned it over. They got a punt block. There's some things, obviously, they need to clean up before they take on Troy, but their offense is really in a rhythm here recently.
High flying.
Especially in the first half.
If they're playing in rhythm and tempo, they're going to be a tough out for them.
And congratulations to the Monarchs, bowl eligible once again. I think that's the 3rd time in 5 years for the ODU program. For ULM, Des, as we mentioned, they're now at 3-6. Need to run the table. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. ODU is good.
ODU is good.
Yeah, and Colton Joseph is the real deal. They got a solid offensive line. They're going to be able a chance to make a run here in the Sun Belt.
A dominant performance for Old Dominion. So for producer Wayne Gentry and our entire talented ESPN Plus crew, analyst Desmond Light, this is Sean Fox saying so long from Monroe, Louisiana, where the final score is ODU 31, ULM 6. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.